borrow a glass?
I'm gonna pop some tags.
Alright, boys and girls, welcome to Dragons in the Dining Room. Tonight is Adventures of Loromir. And just as a warning, some of us are not feeling at 100%.
So let the slapstick humor commence.
I'm feeling 110%.
Some of us are at 110, some of us are at like 50. I'm sitting probably around 75. And how well we feel. There's stuff going around.
I feel just fine.
Interesting.
And does anybody remember where we left off last we played?
I heard fun music in my head.
Maybe.
Deal Fakir still had zombies in her head.
Okay.
Zombies.
Anybody else remember what was going on?
Krana and Vistra were making the rounds about town to find some wizards to assist in making a hat of disguise for Krana to wear so that I don't get rocks chucked at me by small children anymore.
Because we don't have any wizards or bards in our party.
Not enough.
I'm a wizard.
You're a hairy wizard. And
I screen spells into existence.
I suppose before I go too much further, I do want to make a quick shout out to the main game crew. They've been streaming since 9 o'clock this morning doing an Extra Life charity event. We had them hosted for most of the day. They're doing absolutely fantastic. If you want to take a moment, poke your head in, say hi, give them $5 because you're feeling generous.
And then come back here.
And then come back here because, well, they're probably going to turn around and come back to visit us eventually too. But really good folks. I had fun chit-chatting with them. They're currently playing Halo, I believe.
Oh, nice.
Well, they started with a 4-hour game session for D&D. Once that wrapped up, they played this game called the Unnamed Goose or
Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah, that game was so fun
awesome
to watch.
It is so cool.
And then I poked my head back in a little bit later, and they were playing Halo MC.
Cool. Unhinged chaos.
And yes, you two are trying to figure out how to expedite the process of creating your item of disguise. I don't recall what it was that you wanted to make into an item of disguise.
Necklace.
Okay, a necklace.
Was it
Sombrero. Necklace.
We were joking about the sombrero because she has a ponytail.
No, I thought
it legitimately wasn't.
Not a hat.
The base item
No,
that it's mimicked off of is the classic hat of disguise. I know she wanted
Right.
something different.
I was just working through that because I was making, what was I making into basically a brooch?
2 of the crystal spider fangs.
That's right. I was making them into like a
brooch of some sort.
Yeah.
I'm good.
The heck was that?
All I heard was a thump.
The room went sideways and I went with it. That's good. My dex check was amazing.
So yeah, you guys were doing that. Ilfikir was doing
There's some really cool music going on.
some of her there's music going on.
Yeah. And I'm also trying to turn Varys' holy symbol that he gave me into a symbol of haste.
Right. And Mirren was working on something. Do you recall what that was?
Oh, I know what that was.
What was it that you were working on?
Trying to start the best damn Iron Workers Guild in the entire land.
Blacksmith's Guild.
Blacksmith's Guild.
Awesome. You had to remember it? Okay, what did you remember?
I cast divination for the first time and got a very cryptic answer about where the heck our golden dragon friend Ari is. And we were discussing the possibilities of where we should look to attempt to find him.
And do you remember what you did after getting all that information?
We're on a boat.
No, you're not.
No, they're not.
We were talking about getting on a boat.
We're in the process of attempting to hire another boat.
Actually, no, you're not.
Not even that far yet.
Nope. You guys decided to go talk to a certain somebody.
That's right.
Alondra.
I got my piggy sticker.
To get your pig sticker. You have Needle now because you turned one of your fangs, well, she turned one of your fangs into a dagger. You also learned a little bit more about the history of Loromir and
Good.
Ilfikir
Yeah.
also made requests to have contacts with the Feywild
That's right.
But before we get back to the ladies, we're going to get back to Mirren.
Alright.
Mirren decided that he was going to take his downtime and figure out how to forge one of the most eloquently worded contracts that he possibly could to give to Quirt the blacksmith.
I feel like it was a good job.
And in so doing, he did very well stroke Quirt's ego. May I read it? Because this is actually really well written already.
If you want to,
I'm asking permission.
go right ahead.
All right. So Mirren makes his way back to the forge and
You might
hands.
show it off first, just like.
I'm going. It is very well written.
I like what I was spending the last hour doing last time.
Yep. And you make your way back to Quartz Forge and hand him this, and he starts to read it. And he's one of those guys that cannot read with his head. He's got to say what he's reading.
Oh boy.
So you hear him, I will invest. So, for those at home, I will invest 1,000 pieces of gold standard to Quirt, master blacksmith of Talmond, as part of a business venture to create a guild of skilled blacksmiths, armor, and weaponsmiths that spans all of Loromir. The organization shall be known as the Steel Wolf Standard. And it will be headquartered
It's in pencil.
Talmond. The logo of this organization will appear as follows. A wolf head with boar tusks in the bottom row of teeth in front of a forge person's claw hammer.
I can draw that too. I need to do that.
Well, hold on to that idea.
Okay.
I have something that we might use.
Oh, are we in game? Like, are you Quirt right now?
Yes.
Sorry. Okay.
That's
I
why
have
he's
an
got the weird voice.
Okay.
I have an idea that I've been playing around with. You might like it.
Okay.
Membership to this crafts guild will initially cost 10 gold every period of 2 months. That sounds so weirdly worded. Why not just say 5 gold every month?
Because the frequency could change once once there's more available. I wrote those parts in pencil.
You realize that we're gonna have to get like an accountant or something.
Well,
I
yeah.
am not good with numbers.
I know somebody.
You're not there. Membership.
We do have a nerd in our party.
One?
I was about to say, come on.
I'm talking about you.
I know you are.
We're all different variants of
We're
nerd.
Gnorks. We're geeks, nerds, and dorks all combined. We're Gnorks.
Membership benefits
I like
will
that.
increase as more smitheries and tradesmen adopt the standard. As benefits become more bountiful, price of admission will increase. You make it sound like an amusement ride.
It's very amusing.
It's been around.
Members will be required to add the brand of our organization to their finished works in place or in addition to their own symbol. The goal is to unite every skilled hammer swinger to this standard and increase trade and flow of skilled labor and products nationwide. Using sundries and transport companies allied with, or eventually our own, will provide for less overhead and additional profit. You're good with words.
I try.
I'm trying to do it in pauses.
That was so cute.
This is what he's doing.
I'm gonna grab something real quick here. I want to see if this might work instead of the idea you had for our insignia.
Okay.
Any
See, my insignia was drafted from my guild. I wanted the Boar test to be representative of where I came from.
I play around with things. I
have
like
that. You
to.
get that.
I like to play around with stuff in my spare time,
Because it was
and I was
box.
kind of just working on this nifty design. Let me know what you think.
Okay.
And he pulls out this square of steel that's been embossed, punched out and all that,
Mm-hmm.
and he shows you that.
Oh wow! You already thought about that. That's interesting.
That's cool.
I kind of like that.
I
And
will
what
like
he-
that, but I want something that represents boars.
What he presents to Mirren, for those of you at home who can't see the TV we're all staring at, is a wolf head emblazoned on an anvil inside a circular shape with a clawed hammer to make it appear like the letter Q.
Q.
Cord.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
But you want something like a boar on
Well, that's the problem is...
Why
I'm
not
a boar in an apron.
I mean, take a look at you. I mean, you look more like you're a wolf than a boar.
Yes, but the...
And this is your business venture, not Eric's.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone's stroking Mirren's ego.
Okay.
I mean, if you're gonna, how does that word go? If you're going to spread your wings and fly, why not get away from?
Of all the animal
things?
features I have, wings is not one of them.
Well, maybe one day.
That would be a little bit terrifying.
Mirren being able to fly is scary. I have that
Rage
saved on the
diving.
computer if you want me to send it to you.
Let me give you a contrast and see if you like it.
All right, we can negotiate this.
Rage diving.
Oh god.
Flying wolf orc.
He's now a Workle. All right. And
Oh, that's
Do you
super
have-
flavors.
do you have
Exactly.
do you have
Sure.
this sketched up yet, or is it something that you're working on?
Let me come back to you after we break from our campaign.
You'll be back later. Outstanding.
Give me approximately 2.5 hours.
Coming up next on our scheduled programming.
So with that being said, we'll now go back to the ladies who have started wandering out of Rolandra's forest. You all have learned a bit of information about the history and some suppositions by Alondra, some insights as to what might be going on with the visions and cryptic messages that you have, and absolutely nothing more about Kaz because Alondra doesn't know anything more than the stories that you know. Well, that you originally knew until the sword had a conversation with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys are meandering out of the forest, and where are you guys headed?
I believe our next task was to find a boat. A bigger boat.
A bigger boat?
A bigger boat.
Okay.
That's not gonna get
Because
chopped
there was
off.
also a lot of conversation, especially a comment made by Karana. Everything seems to be pointing west.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we were gonna go because that's where the dragon thing is, a piece of his claw, Ari.
I think the whole thing is there.
Because it was
supposedly.
past
The whole claw.
Yeah.
The god shelf.
Nope.
no.
No.
Oh, that cleft.
Cleft.
There's too many
So
shelves and clefts and gods.
The god's cleft palate.
Did any?
No,
Did
it's a
that-
butt chin.
It kind of is.
And the Balchinians and the Butchinians.
Yeah.
Did anybody mention the
The crimson
music
shit?
in
Yes.
to
Alondra?
And
Yeah.
Alondra said she doesn't know much about it, but there was there's the old lore that everybody is familiar with of the gods turning the Titans into dragons, and Ilfakir
Because it was
gave a
the
supposition-
instrument.
gave a supposition that potentially there was an instrument,
To control the dragon.
but she has no
Not
clue.
done it.
She was just tossing it out because you have the ocarina. So why not? Why wouldn't that be a possibility?
Is there a Vistra? Do you have any information?
As a matter of
on
fact, you had
this?
tried to recreate the sound of music you had heard, but couldn't quite get there.
Am I here or not? Am I at courts?
You are at Quartz, yes.
Okay.
Do you
You,
have any?
you didn't indicate that you were leaving.
Okay.
Do you have any information on an instrument that could control dragons?
nothing that I know of offhand. That doesn't mean I couldn't find information.
I think that, and I'm gonna. Before I forget, I want to cast haste on the amulet for the day.
Do you remember what we agreed to?
2,000 gold and like
2,500.
2,500 gold and 3 weeks.
10.
10 weeks. That's right. Mine's gonna take forever.
Theirs is 3 weeks.
That's right.
Also because we have a bunch of people helping.
Actually, that makes it even less. That makes it just shy of 6 days.
Oh.
If
Well,
you
that
have-
would
If you
work.
have 3 people, then it's just shy of 6 days.
That would work pretty well for time frames with my armor going up too.
That's right, because we weren't leaving until after you got your armor.
Because I don't want to be squishy anymore.
Well, I think you and Vistra have the same AC. You've got a 12 AC, right?
She's
I have a 13
higher
because
because she
of my poncho.
yeah.
Right.
I have a 12,
You have a 12.
which is why I want. Part of the reason why I want to go west is because I want to look into Mithril.
Okay.
Because I want something that's going to be light and flexible, but is going to give me better protection.
Something that you need to discuss with everybody else, too.
That's something I have.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, we talked about this last session. Well, it's come to my attention that we don't know all that much about each other. What if, before we set out for the West, especially tonight after dinner, we did in
Oh, good.
Oh, goblins!
Oh,
no.
Goblins!
And I'm not there.
Thank you,
Welcome,
Twisted.
Twisted. Welcome,
crap.
Twisted.
Woo!
Thank you for the raid.
Thank you, Jokes on Me, Musical Gaming, and
Holy good
oh
smokes.
my gosh.
Oh
We
my
got a
gosh,
whole
thank
bunch
you
of
Thanks, everybody.
guys.
That's really cool.
We just got Jokes on Me, Musical Gaming, Bike-a-Thoo. I keep seeing your name everywhere on Twisted's channel.
MTG Snipes, thank you guys.
Yes, thank you. Everyone, all you people, you guys are amazing. Thank you for the follow. And now, unfortunately, I need a perception roll out of everybody.
Woo!
Wolf eyes.
Perception roll.
Des goblins. Yes.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Really?
Oh,
Not natural 20.
No, you're gonna get natural 20.
Why are you rolling perception?
He said everybody.
Oh,
Everybody.
okay.
And I
Yeah.
can see for miles.
And miles and miles.
All right. So,
What do your wolf eyes see?
Exactly.
eh,
so starting with Ilfikir.
17.
Raid goblin.
All
time.
right.
Red goblin!
What did you do with my index card that had the information on it?
I didn't do anything with it. I left it right
Sitting
there.
on the table. Either which way, I got it.
25.
20. Oh, good.
Thank you guys.
Piranha?
We now get goblin ordered.
Thank you guys. That's really cool.
14.
Really, really.
Great. Yes, I love it. I'm thankful. Or,
Passive of 16. You almost called me
16.
Oriana.
I almost called you Oriana.
That's awesome.
Viscera. And you got a nat 20, which is what in total?
Maximum 21.
21? Okay. So, all of a sudden, as you guys are making your way out of the forest from Alondra's, you hear a strange noise. There is a rumble coming from the west of town.
Do you guys
And-
hear that this time?
As you guys,
And I'll also.
Yes,
Huh?
Oh, Boar's gonna. Hey, do you guys hear that?
and
I
you,
hear it.
with the exception of Ilfikir, you guys remember the terrain around here. The west of town is the small mountain range that borders town, and there is this rumble. Well, you also know that the snows are coming soon, and as you all look, especially Niren with his eyes, look out in that direction, you see what looks like a minor avalanche crashing down toward the forest between town and the mountainside. And the only one who can actually see it with any definition is Mirren. But you're 25, you see movement up there too, as a small black cloud is crawling over the top of the mountains down toward town.
The Huns are attacking!
So what is my
We're running
definition?
like
You
daisies!
see a small horde of goblins cresting
For the horde.
and coming
yes.
down into the city, and they look different than normal goblins. They seem a touch more organized and weapons.
Please don't let them be metallic.
Okay, I looked at.
No, they are not.
Okay.
I looked to Court and I'm like, I'll be back. I got something to take
Hey,
care of.
poison ivy pizza.
Oh, okay.
Look over there. I point over there.
Oh hey,
What?
free
Do you-
surfs.
Do you see?
Free servers.
Yeah.
Wooden spoon and
Keep-
justice.
Keep your eye on that
Reserves.
forge.
Okay.
I gotta take care of some business. I will be right back.
Okay.
I'm
We'll
gonna
have a little
point
bit
out
of
that
egos.
huge black wave coming from the mountain.
And at the moment,
Spoon.
the moment that you say that's happening, over Boar's Nest. I say, there's goblins. They look different. Get over there right now.
Let's
On my
go.
way, pack leader.
Yes, I forgot.
Thank you.
We're still doing
Mirren's
Mirren's
back
pack.
for 24 more days.
24 more days?
At that comment, you hear
Yes!
Boar's Nest. What?
There are all the Jeffreys everywhere.
Yeah.
No, they are not capturing these goblins.
Yes!
Tristan.
Yes, we
I want a pet
We
goblin.
are.
I want a pet goblin or a kobold. I would love it
For
for a
research.
kobold.
For
There-
science.
Yes.
For science.
This is now the goal. We will get some
Science
goblins and
rules.
kobolds to be our
Alright.
minions.
So, who's doing what?
Thank you,
You
for
guys-
hosting.
Woo!
Who's doing what?
I
Just like,
would like to cast haste on myself and
Now, that is the second time you've cast it.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am tracking. And I am going to book it in the direction of the goblins.
You guys watch as all of a sudden Ilfikir starts chanting a spell, and all of a sudden she's moving really quick.
I'm heading that way.
Yep.
I'm heading towards the goblin.
I'm moving at 3 feet per second
Yes, you are.
because it's 90 for 6 seconds.
Holy crap! And I'm moving at 60.
I'm running
Or
faster than
120.
you.
All
No,
right.
because if I double, 120.
That's what I'm saying. I'm doubling.
I'm doubling. So it's
As
only
you guys,
60.
as you guys start running,
90.
I need one Constitution save from each of you,
A save?
or check. Sorry.
Okay.
Why is it only on these? Why?
I'm
Yes.
good with that.
If I could give all of you guys a hug for the mini raid, I would, but it's not quite the same through virtual.
But what if that's the only hug they get all day?
That's why I'm at least mimicking
Lots
it.
of
Okay, virtual
We
hug.
need to have an emote where we can have our little dragon sending a virtual hug to
Yes.
our people.
Yes.
All right.
That's gonna be the next
I'll
email.
have to work on that.
Or hugging like a plushie or something.
Ilfikir,
Yes.
Con,
That is just a check, right?
have
Dirty
fun,
twenty.
man. Yeah, just a
Thanks,
check.
Twisted.
Thanks, Twisted.
What was it?
Dirty 20.
Awesome. Nagara,
21.
Krana,
16.
Vistra,
13.
and Miran.
16.
Alright, you guys all made your check. You're not winded by the time you get there.
Yeah.
However, when you do get there, you notice that these goblins have started to fan out a little bit. And it looks like they are, at first, trying to hide from you all.
Oh,
But unfortunately, there were two super high perceptions that made it impossible for them to hide.
You and I are like, there's one there, and there, and there, and there.
Do any of them look like they have a little feather
Oh,
in their
for
ear?
sake.
Hey, guess what? Crabbe just fireballed.
And
Yes!
Holy Nat Fireball, here we go.
roll it.
It is a 1. Can your goblin have a spoon of justice? You know what? I will have one with a spoon of justice just for you.
Wait, we have to name
can
him.
name
What
him
is
Well, first you have to
what is
figure
the
out.
goblin's name?
First, you have to figure out something important.
Where are you going to keep it?
Who's gonna draw the map?
Not it.
I'll do it.
Mirren,
I'll do it.
No one's
Mirren
going to say
just
it puts her whole hand on her face.
I'm not good at drawing maps!
Mirren said he would do it.
It's not a problem for me. I like it.
Yeah, Mirren. What I need you to draw is a.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for the
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Thank you for the sub.
Joke's on
We
me.
can call him Looney Spoony.
Oh God,
Can we just call him Lucille with a no?
Lucille this guy.
Moon with a spoon. Yes. Who invited Moon?
All right,
So
jokes.
we need markers.
Jokes. It's all your fault.
We need markers.
It's a
They should be on the table. Or do you, yeah.
Thank you. So use the red one, right?
Actually, I found a way to clean it.
Oh, well, I'm not going to use it.
I'm gonna say this map looks really clean.
Yeah, I found a way to clean it. Got
Oh,
Mini minis.
Windex. And that's
Really?
soap.
Index?
My name's Joy.
So, there's going to
glad
be
you
a
found that
30
joke.
Joke's on me. You have to be careful with the
I missed it.
capitals. Otherwise,
Oh,
it'll
did
put you on
he-
timeout.
Did he? Well,
You get
Well,
It's
for
1
1
second.
second, but yeah.
yeah.
The pot counts.
No, it was the fact that you had way too many capital letters.
I think the limit's what,
We're
20?
adjusting our cap settings.
I already did.
Oh.
I doubled it.
I think it was the salt.
Who has sticky with salt?
There's going to be a 30-foot gap
Salt Lake.
from the edge of the forest
It's
to the base of the mountain range. There's going to be a 30-foot gap, roughly,
so it's pretty much.
that extends pretty much the length of the map. Yours should be right there.
No, more.
Your guess is as good as mine.
We
We
should
had a
probably
ton up there.
I was too
but
happy.
keep getting misplaced.
we should probably just pick up another pack.
Sticky notes.
So do you want me to orient it this way or this way?
Put the forest by you and the mountain by Derek.
We do not frown on happiness, see Kazella. Yeah, also we have dragon scales. Woo!
Yes, dragon scales.
We've had a lot of questions on dragon scales lately.
Well,
But
that's a good thing.
most of the information is in chat, right?
If you scroll down to the bottom of the, but if they're on mobile, they're going to have to look elsewhere.
Ah.
But yeah, dragon scales, basically you just get scales for watching every 5 minutes, or every minute you get 5 points. And you can use those scales for a whole bunch of different things in chat, up to and including the Discord code once you get enough.
Yeah, I have them here, Minnie.
But you get it automatically when you sub, right?
When you sub, you are automatically allowed into Discord.
I don't. I gotta color out.
So just, you want 2 lines and a 30 feet between them.
Do it the whole edge of the forest so it's not a straight line thing.
Okay.
Wait, when
And
did
generally speaking, like 30 feet in between that and the mountains.
Correct.
Okay.
My elfie Karen's on too.
Do you have it set up? What's that? Do I have what set up, Poison Ivy? I think I missed a question.
Thank you, Aurora.
Thanks, Aurora. I don't know what I'm saying thank you for, but thank you.
She was
Oh, she's singing Dragon
Dragon
Tales.
Tales,
to us.
Dragon Tales. I have that stuck in my head.
We're gonna get lots of dragon
Oh,
scales.
thank you, Aurora. Yes, I think that's what Pico is looking for.
It might be my chicken broth.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to
What are you looking for?
Elficare.
Yeah, all you gotta do is
What about the
exclamation
other mini
items.
box?
I have it condensed now
Is
because
this back there?
is what's still right there.
My mini
Yeah,
box.
it's on the shelf.
Thank you.
For once, mine's up here and yours is back there. Usually it's the opposite.
Oh, we are having some latency issues today.
Is it that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Guys, smell this.
Smell that.
Thank you.
Did you get a whiff?
Nope.
Are you holding your breath?
Just do me a favor and toss it down the back stairs. We'll get put it in the laundry.
I was like, what is that?
Alright.
Oh, Elficare's not here either.
Oh, he doesn't need +4 int. These are special. What I have created
I'll give you
are
Elficare.
raid goblins. They are very specific to when we get raided.
I gotta remember to bring my Loxy mini with me this time.
Yeah.
I made 2 squiggly lines. One's a mountain of the base, and one is
You see
the
it,
forest of the base.
And the forest of the base?
That's all, folks.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright,
That's a
the
good
goblins, we will also, for reference, north is towards the kitchen.
But which way is the dining room?
Z.
Zorth.
Z.
Zorth.
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 Alright. You are going to be coming in from the forest.
Still smells bad.
You're going to be coming in
No,
from
not
the
that.
forest, probably closer towards where Vistra's player's handbook is. The rest of the group is going. You're going to want to swap where your minis are and where the goblins are. Swap. No. See where the group is?
Alright, welcome everybody. Thank
We're
you,
over in the
Priscilla,
forest
for
or over in
the.
mountains.
Yeah. So basically,
Cheers.
that's how it's going
Oh
to be.
yeah, thank you, Seek.
And then set them out so they're somewhat fanned out at the base of the mountain.
How far apart?
No more than 10 feet.
That's right. That's correct.
You want sugar?
That's
Yes,
awesome
please.
joke.
Yes, please.
Alright, and with that being said, we are going to roll initiative.
Yay, I'm coming.
Oh, yes.
you freaking kidding me?
Nope. You're my
You still
favorite
got better
boat.
than I did.
Are you sure?
I rolled 2.
Yeah, but you're.
What's your plus?
Here, I will have to get you sugar in a moment.
Yeah.
Because I want to roll initiative. But there's the tea bag.
That's
in
perfectly fine.
Because if you let it steep for longer than 3 minutes, it works.
My initiative
Yes.
is 1.
Oh, is that a 3?
Yes.
Really?
Okay, I thought it was a 5.
All right.
You want to ask me
Okay.
first?
I got your roll there. Thank you very much.
Just for a minute.
Poison Ivy, you're not quite last on the initiative, but you know you're catching up.
Yay. And I have haste. So I rolled it.
And starting with Karana.
17.
Karana got
Nice.
17. Very good start. Listra.
4.
Really?
Yes.
You rolled a 1, didn't you?
No, I rolled a 3.
Don't you roll with advantage?
I do. I actually was just about to do that too. That's better. I think it's 17. Hang on.
What did you roll the first time?
1. Yep, 17.
Alright. So that puts you right there with her. And then we have Ilfikir.
23.
Really?
Yeah.
And
Don't call her a nat. That's not
5.
very. That's not very nice.
Really?
I rolled a 2.
I'm going after the one. I want this spoon. If I get the spoon, it can be my magic focus.
Hey, joke's on me. Do me a favor.
You need to.
Give me a number 1 through 5.
What is.
That's.
Can I see that?
Well, it's Lucille
You know-
now, but you gotta show jokes because
But
it's
the thing
got the
is,
spoon.
as soon as I saw this, you know what I thought? I thought World of Warcraft. You want to take candle?
Yes.
Yes. Did you show chat?
Not
Oh,
yet.
it's fine.
And here,
It's
He
Lucille.
said 4.
4. All right. Thank you. Jokes.
Oh goodness
That
gracious.
was
almost bad.
close.
Why? Be person.
Be person.
Can I see?
Yes, Joe. Please be person.
All right.
I don't have a train yet.
Starting this off, you guys run out of the forest. The ladies, you run out, and you happen to see a large, recognizable fellow burst through the woods farther north of
Just
you.
come out of the wood. Poof.
Would we be closer?
Ilfikir,
Would we
you
be
start.
that spread out?
I start.
You start.
Would we be that spread out?
Rearrange yourself however you want, I guess. I just
said that that's the side that you guys are coming in on. So
Oh.
place yourselves however you want.
There.
No, that works for me.
Okay.
There. I mean,
Tidal wave.
Oh God.
Tidal wave?
Tidal wave.
Using what water?
Haven't
I
you
spit.
the snow.
haven't you learned yet?
No.
That's you guys.
You
Again.
just scabs.
I have a component pouch. Do you want me? Okay. I uncork my water skin and tidal wave by splashing water into the air.
What do I need to do?
You need
Drown.
to. I believe it is a dex save. Please hold.
I've been slimed.
Yes. I.
Tell me I'm not wrong. That almost looks like slime, doesn't it?
That's why I'm double checking.
It kind of does.
It's a little slimier. Slimery.
I know there's a s-
It is
save
a
in
dex
here
save.
somewhere.
I was right.
And what do I have to beat?
No. You only have to beat a 16.
All right. What happens when I don't save and when I do save?
These are going in timeout for now.
I gotta make sure it's wide. These are 5 foot, correct?
All five.
All right.
Okay, 10 foot tall, 30 feet long. So I'm gonna try and cover as many of them as I can.
Okay.
So I'll start at this end. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
So you're gonna hit half of them.
30. Yeah.
Thank you, Pika.
Okay.
And on a failed save, they take 4d bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. On a successful save, they only take half and they are not knocked prone.
All right. Roll your damage.
Yay!
Yeah, you know what? Me too.
Strength.
Hopefully we don't like get in a super big battle because I'm having fun blowing my spell slots on
Hey,
goblins.
can I my sweatshirt, please?
Oh my goodness. 10 more cheers. Hey,
Yay!
Zodir!
Woo! Hey, Zodir!
Thanks,
Oh, jeez.
Well, we're gonna have the corpses for you here soon, Zodir.
21.
21.
21. And they are knocked
Careful behind you.
prone if they failed.
I'm getting worried.
Say you're cheating. Don't eat it.
All right, you watch as 2 of them are knocked backward into the side of the mountain and land on their back. One of them somehow manages to keep his feet. That one is upright.
That one's upright?
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So the one with the bow is.
I can't reach.
And how far back did they get pushed?
5 feet.
Did
So
you
move
say
them back.
2 of them got knocked
Oh,
over?
they
Got
don't.
knocked over.
They just get knocked prone. They don't get knocked
I
back.
thought they got pushed.
So these 2 are prone.
Correct. And anything else from Ilfikir?
Yes, because I get 2 actions because of haste. I would then like to firebolt the standing one.
Okay.
I said lay down.
Teach you.
Roll a hit.
Ooh, that wasn't too amazing. 15.
You hit him,
Yay!
but it does absolutely nothing. As he swings out his buckler
Yeah.
and he goes,
Does he have a spoon?
nope, that's.
Which one has the spoon?
You can't see which one has the spoon at the moment.
I want the spoon.
I do not know what's going on about this movie.
The third one,
I love spoons.
the one that's the middle goblin right there that's knocked prone, stands back up, scoots backwards, and looking at your passives, Vistra,
Yep.
you catch as he dips around behind a boulder and shifts position in such a way that he's trying to hide from everybody. You just happen to catch. Everybody else, on the other hand, he's hiding back there somewhere. You're not sure what's exactly going on. You, on the other hand, you're catching this slight bit of movement. You're not sure if it's shadow or foot or what, but you're like, oh, yeah.
Thanks,
right,
Krabby.
He's right there.
Woo.
More
Thanks,
rowers.
Krabby.
I have to find a dragon rower to put on it. And as he does this, that's all he's going to do. The fourth one, yes, he comes charging forward.
At
The person directly in front of him,
how many feet?
30.
Doesn't make it.
Oh, he makes it just far.
Okay.
No. He makes it just far enough.
Oh, it makes it just farm.
Just far. As he does this, you all notice that he's carrying this large wooden spoon.
What is the deal with the spoon?
For the
It's
spoon!
almost comically large, which makes you believe that it's not normally used by smaller humanoids.
Go ahead.
But, I mean, the spoon is about that long. The head of it is about that big,
It's a spanking spoon.
and he's
Ooh.
got this thing clutched in his hand, waving it menacingly at Ilfikir.
I want a spoon and a Sporbat familiar.
And as he's doing this, he starts chanting. Does anybody know Goblin?
Nope. Unfortunately, no.
I don't.
Really? The Rosetta Stone doesn't know Goblin?
I don't.
I don't understand 3 languages.
Okay, so he starts chanting something. None of you can understand what it is, and all of a sudden you watch as this little glow
Celestial.
starts to
Spoon is a
emanate.
mimic.
I learned Celestial a couple weeks ago.
As the spoon's ladle starts to glow ever so slightly. And all of a sudden, this green stuff appears as he's chanting, and he goes like this with the spoon.
I do not. What's the deal with the spoon?
Joke's on me, said that he wants a goblin.
Okay.
If he subscribes, he wants a goblin that has a spoon.
Okay, thank you.
Love you, Aurora. Sporbat is the best pet for the DPS.
Yes!
I will use it to combat rogues.
And
Still not a bard.
No.
Actually, I think the true Rosetta Stone character was Andrast. I think she had
Yeah.
languages.
as this happens,
Unfortunately.
all of a sudden,
Greatest song ever.
this green glob lobs out of it towards Ilfikir. And it hits Ilfikir. Dealing...
Hit by a spoon?
No, you got hit by
you
the
got hit by a,
spoon gun.
a green gunk.
A spoon booger. I just got hit by a spoon
Yep.
booger.
Yes, the
Yes.
goblin spoon booger hits you for 6 points of acid damage.
Ouch. steal a pencil. So I'm gonna grab one. Because I just crawled out of bed at the last moment.
And you watch as he gets this just huge grin on his face and starts dancing in place. Goblin number 2.
Who is?
The standing one right there. Yep.
Mhm.
Scoots back a little bit himself. Kind of stands near a bigger piece of stone, but it's not a boulder. Pulls out a short bow and aims at the scary looking creature that he sees in front of him and looses an arrow in Karana's general direction.
I spit you a general direction.
And rolls a 19 on the die.
Yep, that'd be me. That'd be me. That'd be me.
And does 10 points of piercing damage to you.
I don't think that's the correct response.
I know, right?
Nice.
Nice. Good job.
Nice,
The goblin hit me.
Chopped your arm off.
Karana.
Nice.
Karana and Mirren, it is your turn. Who's going first?
Yeah, you go ahead if you want.
I only have a 1 to my dex.
My dex is 12.
No,
Mine is 2
modifier.
actually.
There's also 1.
Same.
I'll go.
Go for it.
No, you go. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh,
I'm
you guys!
kidding.
Alright, let's see if I can pull what you did on me, honey. Don't move.
Let's see. 10, 20, 30,
Its name is Lucille. I will call it Lucille, and it will be my
10,
spoon.
20, 30, 45.
It'll be my lucky spoon. That's how we'll pick
20,
up
30,
NPCs.
45.
Nice.
That is awesome.
I think that.
Thank you.
This
Thank
one's
you.
yours.
Yep.
Because, no, one of your silver and blue, which matches my silver and blue, flew over here. I'm like, wait a minute, I have 8 of those die. And
My water bottle decided to blast everything. Okay.
it fireballed.
It did fire. It firebolted.
Firebolted.
It made my
Goblins
die
are
fireball.
humanoids. Too late.
I ran 45 feet to the south.
Yep.
I still can't reach the goblin, so on the way,
Are you gonna trident this thing out of the sky?
I don't want to try it anymore. I got rid of it.
Yep.
But luckily, I can throw my spear +1
Yes, you can.
at not disadvantage.
Correct. At which one are you throwing it?
This one, the one with the spoon.
Lucille.
Yes, that's the only thing I can really reach.
You are not gonna steal my spoon.
You can reach the one that's directly west of you too.
That's more than 20 feet away. If I throw the spear, it's a disadvantage.
Didn't say anything about that. I think
Okay.
You can still reach it.
I can, but I'm gonna attack tactically. Tactfully.
Right.
Tactically?
Goblins can speak common.
Never mind.
What did you roll?
2. So
A 2?
yeah, to throw it would have been a 7.
Yeah, you do definitely loose that spear, and you realize immediately upon releasing it from your hand that's no trident, as it just kind of lofts over the
Hashtag
goblin's
not a
head,
trident.
and it lands somewhere, you know, in that straight line, somewhere between Ilfakir and Vistra,
Whoops.
Hey, watch that!
but still straight across. So right over there. You guys watch as he does this gorgeous thing. I mean, it's beautiful. Hits the ground and it just.
Well, no. At the last second, you see the look on his face. Crap, no, I tried it!
Karana, your turn. Mirren, do you
I
have
need
anything
block,
else you want to
please.
do?
Action, run.
You do technically have extra attack.
You're right, I do, and
How many do you need?
I don't have anything else I want to throw.
Well, there's
Okay.
9 right there.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Deb's got it.
It's just
It was written just light enough. I couldn't catch the 4 at first.
4.2.
it's just out of range of being piked also.
Okay,
So no.
Karana.
Oh, I'm going to summon 8 wolfy fuzzy friends.
I'm already here.
8 more wolfy fuzzy
Oh.
friends.
And Nigvara, you're in there.
Yep.
I'm not. I'm just playing with them.
Because she can.
I'm just.
How'd that go again?
So,
8
What was that movement?
8 lupine friends.
yes.
Oh my gosh, you're
Honey,
adorable.
honey.
Yeah. But I want the spoon!
Hey.
No, do it again. Gabs, look at the face he did.
And And she wrote Lucille on it.
Oh, I did!
Yes.
Tim!
Yes, no, give it to
Your
give it to
goblin
him till you
bard
get
needs
your
a
spoon.
wooden
That's right. You have
spoon.
to take it until I get it.
My goblin bard needs a wooden spoon?
Yes.
Upside down. There you go.
There you go.
So now-
Joke's on me. That is now the gobble spoon. Navarre, you will be on deck. Corona, what are you up to? You got your 8 wolves?
Mm-hmm.
How far away can you summon them from you?
Upwards of 60 feet.
Okay.
Glad. We like to have fun with chat.
As best we can.
Some of our worst shenanigans have come from chat suggestions.
That's why we have goblins attacking
And
Ramon
that's why
right
we
now.
have fireball.
And that fireball, and we will soon have leech treats, but that's more for the chat than it is for us.
We still have what?
Leech
Leech
treats.
treats.
Oh, that's right.
But that's going to be for chat. Anytime we get done with a really big battle, hit the button and everybody gets leech treats.
Okay.
How many did you summon? 8?
8.
8.
All right.
Because they are 1/4 CR. 1/4 CR.
All right.
And then
Anything
I need to
else?
roll
Anything
initiative
else?
from them. I need to
Fireball
roll
is
Anything
amazing,
else?
Grabby.
Huh?
I'm just going to have them go right after you.
Okay.
It'll be easier.
Oh, do I have anything that's actually an extra book section? I only have really one thing. It's shillelagh. So.
Hey,
I'm
thank you very
going
much,
to-
Scott Templar, for these.
Follow. Thank you for the follow.
More minions for the dragon bot.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull out
Spoon
my
shared the fork
python
of
staff and
life.
cast Shillelagh on it.
All right.
And hold my
You're done with your actions, so that works.
yes. And hold my position. Not gonna move.
The gobbo that is now
My
prone.
hand still smells like that freaking rag.
They have summoned
It's not
sickness, correct?
Why did you sniff it? Why are you sniffing it?
Yes.
My head smells weird.
I was hoping it was done by now.
Let's see, the gobble that is still prone now has 2
I
wolves
did.
going.
I don't know what was on that
He
rag.
does. He does. And
Not regular hand.
you watch as that prone goblin now stands up, turns and looks at the wolf in
This is
front
a
of
good
him.
hand.
And you watch as he just gets this evil grin on his face, and something else becomes apparent about these gobbos, as it looks like they've filed their teeth.
Oh, icky. No, thank you.
And
Why
he
did
he just gets this nasty looking grin on his face as he turns, looks at the wolf, and goes and makes this guttural word, and then all of a sudden all the rest of them are chanting it. You're not quite sure what that word is until you watch the actions of this goblin as it reaches out, grabs the wolf, and with its shaved teeth chomps down
Oh
on it.
God.
Cool.
Monstrosity.
That is not the right response.
Dog abuse.
And it rolls a 22
Well, that definitely
hit.
hits.
and he deals,
Where's my wolf stats?
whoops, wrong die. Oh, deals 7 points of piercing damage from the bite. And you notice as well, the creature has, the goblin has a weapon on its side as he pulls out this nice little curved looking dagger and goes to stab at the wolf too.
Poor wolfie.
Monstrosity.
And rolls a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Dealing another 7 points of damage.
Well,
So
that
it took
one's
14 points of damage.
Well, that one's dead already.
Which one were you attacking? The north
Doesn't
one or the
matter.
south one?
Doesn't matter. Pick one. And now it's Navarra's turn with Vistra. You'll be on deck.
I'm gonna hide.
This is goblin proficient in chewing.
Yes, the goblin is very proficient in chewing.
I'm gonna hide.
Yeah, Wolf got very nommed. What just happened here? Oh, never mind. I'm not telling anybody what just happened.
Nat 20.
That's why I have the noise in here, so you guys can hear that something happened. So what was your stealth roll?
27.
20. Oh, good God.
I rolled a 17 and I forgot I have a plus 10
I hate
to my
you.
stuff.
27 stealth?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pull out my longbow
Do
and
it. Do
shoot
it.
at the one who just killed the wolf.
Okay.
Kill it.
What just happened, kiddo?
I know.
Okay.
I'm just waiting to see your reactions.
No, you weren't.
No, you weren't.
No, you
I
weren't.
was. I knew about it.
By watching. The scales happen every minute that you watch. You get 5 scales. So
Let's see. So that is.
You might want to address specifically who you're just talking to, since chat's kind of moving.
I know who I'm talking to,
Okay.
and I had this exact same conversation with him last night.
Okay.
And I did too.
So he should be well aware of that. Well, not quite the multiverse, but definitely watching the little green things falling down like in the Matrix.
Saw the highest stealth ever. What was it? Not today, but last week. 42.
No,
Yeah.
Give Nat 20 took 300 scales. Didn't give, it took. That's the cost, is 300 scales.
So using that nat, and I get sneak attack with it as well.
Oh, did you consume? Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, the Nat 20 is no longer on the table.
There. All the damage.
What?
Oh, then I'll grab the sugar while she's doing that. And I'll get over to you.
I'm sorry. I love it. Do you see the orange sticky note?
Yes.
Concentration
And
active.
There is now a no Nat 1.
Yay!
Thanks,
Thank you, Aurora.
Oh, apparently there is a Reppenwolf gift.
Huh? What? I was busy staring at Ange.
I
Never
know.
mind.
Just,
Okay.
yeah,
Stupid
Aeronautics.
sexy aeronautics.
Yeah.
One of the highest stealth rolls I've seen to date was a 32.
So that's.
But that's in 5th ed. In 3.5, 47 was the highest.
Oh
I've seen.
God. In 3.5. Yeah.
So how much damage did you do to me?
54.
Oh, good God.
Your
Your
What's
arrow,
And that was rolling low.
I do not know what the hell is on that.
as you sneak around the corner and loose that arrow at the goblin, it's turning to go after the other wolf, and as it turns, you watch as the arrow enters the eye and
Ew.
leaves the other one.
Ugh.
Wow.
Wow. That's pretty brutal. I like it.
And it just kind of quivers in place. And
Nice shot.
So I said, hey man, nice shot.
and number 5, the farthest one away,
Has
turns
Wolfo number 6.
turns to its threat and does the exact same thing. It bites down and rolls a dirty 20 for the bite,
Wrong campaign, Zoda.
doing 8 points of damage with the bite,
Okay.
and then stabs
Nice
at it
shish
with his
kebab.
shank and does a 14 hit.
Just barely.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Dealing 10 points of damage with the shank.
Okay, well that one's dead.
I rolled max on both of the dagger attacks. So that wolf is out, and it brings us back to the top of the initiative after Vistra goes. Ilfikir, you're on deck.
Yep, thank you.
Vistra, what would you like to do?
The one that's trying to hide
Yeah,
needs to make a wisdom save.
and beat
16.
I tied.
Okay. That's what I rolled.
It's a 15 on the die. He's only got a +1 wisdom. I got lucky.
That's what I rolled for that.
Oh, well, you know, there is that possibility, Zoda. I'm sorry.
You're not.
Anything else?
I need him to make another wisdom save.
Okay, I'll make another one. That one he fails epically. He rolled a 2.
That's
In
You
right.
still got max on top of it.
Yeah, I still got max on top of it, but it would have been a lot more.
He takes 4 points of psychic damage and has disadvantage on his next saving. Oh, wait. Hold on a second.
I'm holding.
Zoda, we had one of
He
those
still takes half of. Never mind, he still takes half of the other one too.
in her
Roll
strong.
damage for it.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
I've been barding for so long I don't know how anymore.
He takes 5 points, because that's halved.
And how much on the other one?
And 4 points. So
9
9
points?
points of psychic damage total.
As you do, which one is that? The second
It
spell?
was Dissonant Whispers
That was
first,
Dissonant
and
Whispers?
then Viscous Mockery second.
Viscous mockery?
Yes, Viscous Mockery.
And how are you viscously mocking this guy?
With octopus slime.
I'm talking to her.
Yes, sir.
You're not hiding very well, I can still see you.
As you do this, he pokes his head out, and you watch as its entire body just kind of droops. And as he does this, you also notice that the little black notes
Oh, it's there.
from your ocarina
Was it?
have wafted over to him, and
Oh,
his entire, all of his face just turns this pallor of white, and he drops.
That was easy.
Staples. Not a sponsor.
So, Rocky Dude.
Yep.
Rock dude is dead. Elf gear.
Yeah. The one that just waved his spoon at me. Magic missile!
Thanks, Krabby. I don't have nightmares about that already.
Magic missile.
In the darkness.
No, not in the darkness.
Darkest dungeons.
You gotta make sure that hands are far enough or you
I
get
know,
whacked in the
exactly.
knuckles. Which I get whacked in the knuckles all the time.
4,
I
5,
figured you'd appreciate that.
14.
14. As you watch him try and like swat at the magic missiles.
Yeah.
What do yours look like?
Books.
Ill figures, they do. They look like little open
Great.
books.
So Hermione Granger is now casting spells.
It's Leviosa.
As
And
it's
that's
trying to
why I
swat
told
these
the.
things,
That's why I told Court we have a nerd in our party.
It then anything else.
I don't consider you
Is
a
it
nerd.
still
How is
standing?
Mister
Oh.
not a nerd?
You're a bard.
She's also a
Okay,
scribe.
then I do it
Scribe
again.
stuff.
Because I get an extra action because
Okay,
of haste.
we have maybe 2.
Okay.
So then I magic missile him again.
Okay.
I was hoping that would take him down.
Oh no. He actually doesn't look anything more than mad right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't be suspicious.
You know what?
No, I don't, but to know his brother.
Magic
why?
missile at 2nd level.
Okay.
Ooh, amping it up a little bit.
Yeah. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15.
So didn't do a whole lot more damage.
As you start casting this spell again, he starts waving that spoon around, and this time something strange happens. As you watch this shimmering light appear.
Did he just counterspell my magic missile?
No. The missiles keep flying right at him, and all of a sudden that shimmering that you saw.
I know what he did.
Oh. I gotta go try the kitchen light.
Near doesn't know, but Patrick knows.
Yeah, and I think she just caught it now too.
Yeah. Sorry, my spawn and family don't know how to turn lights out.
I haven't been over there. How can you call it?
Oh, because she was taking care of the dogs. Never mind.
So,
That's okay. She can see the dogs.
over here. Anything else?
I am going to curse at him in Sylvan.
That seems to make him even more upset.
Understand Sylvan?
And
Surrender the spoon!
If you're saying it loud enough, I can understand you.
That's
And-
not
Or
appropriate.
You wrinkly old grape!
Laundry cows.
and as he starts flailing his hands again with the spoon, and all of a sudden
Thanks.
he levels the spoon again at you, Ilfikir.
Yeah.
And
I got 4 letters
I
for
like
you.
mark off on my spell slots here.
Yes.
There's 2 magic missiles.
Shut up, Patrick.
Yep.
Oh, good lord! It's the Pokemon killer.
Hi, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Put up a wall of boogies.
Ew.
I'm not sure.
Is he hitting on me?
Ew.
Every
was-
girl's night ever.
It was less fun when you didn't like it. Or I mean, it was more fun when you didn't like that we did that.
Yeah, he starts flailing the spoon around,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it levels at you again,
Yeah.
and you watch as this glow comes off the end of it.
Okay.
And yeah.
Dungeons and Spoons.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not gonna like me on this one.
That's okay.
It's an 18 to hit.
Ooh.
As this arc of energy leaps from the head of the spoon. In a spell that looks vastly similar to something that you're familiar with.
It misses.
Not according to this.
My AC is 16. Haste raises my AC to 2 by 2.
Raises it to 2.
Okay, then I have the wrong AC for you here.
No, my AC is 16.
Then I have the wrong AC for you here.
Oh.
Because it should have missed it, hit you by 1. And I have the wrong information here.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's
Misses.
technically 18 at the
It
moment.
misses.
I'm sorry.
And
The DM's mad at you. I'm sorry.
well, I had the wrong information. And
The
I asked
rats
you
are
for what it
bringing
was.
their water dish
I'm wondering when your
against the
AC
side of
got
the
up.
cage.
Yes.
I'm wondering when your AC increased by 1. Because I have 15.
It's always been 16.
Number, I will change it on here. Goblin number 2 is in a really rough spot.
Yeah.
So it starts running toward Karana.
It does?
Past both of the wolves?
Pass all 3 of them.
Okay, well,
Nope.
Okay.
no.
Nope.
Okay, how far can it run?
30 feet.
None of them get an AO?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So,
Not a one of them gets an AO. Goblins have a special feat called Nimble Escape that allows them to disengage and hide as a bonus action.
So they're like little rogues.
cool.
And as it gets there,
Just as annoying.
it starts to pull out its short bow, or well, it had its short bow out, and launches an arrow as he's running toward you.
So is a goblin short bow like a quarter bow?
Not quite, but close enough.
It's an eighth bow.
And this one happens to miss.
Okay.
It's a slingshot size.
That brings us to Karana, Murin, and the wolves.
It sounds like a good band name. We should go on tour.
Con and the wolves.
It's a
Karana,
howling
Murin, and the
good time.
wolves.
Well, what? Two
He
of
said
them
Karana,
are
Miran,
going
and
to
the wolves.
spend their movement to come flank the one that's
Just 'cause I
charging
didn't
me.
recognize you as a
Okay.
nerd.
Two of them. The other two.
Thank you so much for this
Hey.
musical e-gaming.
Thank you, Musical Gaming.
Musical e-gaming.
We're
Oh,
going
sorry,
to
Musical
go and
E-Gaming.
flank that other one.
Maybe it's musically gaming.
It could be.
Ooh.
Do-do-do-do.
And then I'm going to take a 5-foot step forward in front of this little goblin, and I'm going whack-a-mole.
Do your best.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Which is a good thing.
Ah! What'd you roll in total?
A 2 and a 3 on the die.
Okay.
I was gonna say there was
However-
no doubt what, and never mind.
There was a 2 and a 3. So that would be a 9 to hit.
Yeah,
likes
that
horses.
doesn't work. As
Then I'm
you
going-
swing down at this thing, and he's just pulling a freaking Mike Tyson on you and dodging.
Then I'm going to
everything.
punch it.
You can try.
I want to try and punch it.
He's gonna pull a Floyd Merriweather on you now.
That'd be 14 to hit.
And you just barely missed.
Okay.
You rolled an advantage.
Yes,
Yes.
I did.
Yeah, because our first roll was a 2.
Great.
Anything
So
else
that's
from Miss
going
Karana?
On. Time out. No.
Alright. Murin.
Wolves?
Or wolves.
Basically,
They're all,
all
I
they
mean,
do is
all
wolves.
of you are moving at the same time, so would you rather Murin or the wolves go first?
I'd like to go.
Okay, then they'll go after Mirren. Each turn.
Okay.
I move 15 feet forward, and I'm flanking with one of my compatriots.
And he's just growling at you now. You see these wonderfully sharpened, filed down
I'll growl
teeth,
back in his face.
and he's just
I'm gonna take my great sword and slice greatly. Well, no, I somehow. I know I'm gonna do that. I somehow rolled 2 dice worse than she did.
Yeah.
She rolled a 2 and a 3. I rolled a 2 and a 1.
You can reroll the 1.
I am.
That's
For 3 team.
For 3 teams.
So.
Ooh, thank you very much for the cheers.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome.
Thank you.
100 cheers. Thank you. I
Is
hit
the sax wooden?
21 for greatsword.
21 for greatsword? Yeah, it comes down heavy on his head.
16.
16 damage.
Yeah, 16 damage.
Alright.
Bon damage.
And let's see. Nope, that didn't work, so that's what it'll be.
But wait, there's more.
Okay.
I would like to kind of use my bonus action to put away my sword. Or do we just like put it in the ground? I want to get it out of my hand.
Yeah, why not?
Put it away or put it on the ground?
Either,
Okay.
but it will be your bonus action.
So if I can do ambidextrous movement, I'm going to put it away and then engage the claw with my right, on my right, because I want to make that my weapon.
Roll me a dex.
Okay.
Really?
21 maximum.
Okay. Then yeah. And
Okay.
You can do that in one fluid movement.
One fluid movement, I can put the sword away and bring out the claw.
Hey, blue box.
Hi, blue box.
Oh my goodness, it's the blue box.
Woo!
And then I'm going to swipe with my claw.
Okay.
Why can you roll the 20
I know. 18 to hit.
That's gonna connect. Well, hold on. Before I say that.
Yeah.
I'd like my
consider-
goblin to be armed with a saxophone if possible. Yes!
Negative.
yes!
You actually do not make contact with them as once again that shimmering light pops up and your claw strikes into a solid magical wall.
Oh, you're starting to get mad.
Is he?
Not yet.
So, well, that's a bummer.
Wait, what do we name the one with the saxophone?
I didn't know we had one with a saxophone.
Wait, well,
Epic Sax Goblin.
yeah.
I missed the epic sax goblin?
Yes, Musical Gaming gave us 100
cheers.
cheers and asked if we could have a goblin with a saxophone. And I totally approve.
Okay.
Hey, part of your band.
Give me musically gaming, give me a number 2, 4, 1, or 5.
Because one of them's getting sax.
But there's only 3 on the field.
Is there?
Is there?
Son of a biscuit whisker.
Alright, thank you for that.
5.
So anything else out of you, Mira?
Oh, I used all my actions. I attacked twice, bonus action moved, so.
So the magical wolves now get a chance to do their thing.
Woo! Alright, well. This is going to be a lot of rolls here.
Yes,
Alright.
it is.
The number 1 behind the one in front, the goblin in front of me, is going to attempt to bite.
Okay.
That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Hang on, wait, advantage.
Thank you. I didn't want to
Nat.
say it.
Okay.
Yay!
There you go, that's why.
We got it,
Oh.
So that's going to be.
Barkatoo.
So that's going to be 10 plus.
Forgetting that that's their game. That keeps me
Yeah,
it sounds like an alarm.
So 16 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
Nice.
And it needs to make a DC 11 strength
It
save
made-
or
it
be
made
knocked
the save.
prone. Alright, second one's gonna go for it. Another nat.
Nice!
Question: does that one?
No, it doesn't get advantage, I don't believe, because it's not flanking with any.
But don't
Hey,
they have
thank you
pack
very
tactics?
much for
It's
this
their ability for pack
for the gift
Yes.
subscription.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
that's
you.
right, it's not, if they don't have to be flanking, it's just if there's an ally within.
Yep, so
Bernice.
you do get to roll again.
So-
Bernice Ryder just got a gift subscription from Blue Box.
Sweet.
Cool!
Thank you.
Whee! It didn't help that time.
Sometimes it does.
That's okay.
All right.
So,
So
Fireball.
the
that's
second
going to
the
be-
wolf bites down on it, and you hear a sickening crunching
A sick
sound.
cough.
As the wolf manages to catch it. What looked like he was going for the shoulder, but his mouth slipped and caught it right across the neck, and you just watch as the head tilts to this odd angle, and the goblin falls to the ground.
Dear, we need a Pika Pika. We have a kid watching with Pokemon Killer.
Uh-oh.
That was awesome.
Alright, well that
We're a bunch of dorks around here. I'm all for this.
Alright, so moving on down the line. Number 1 in front of Mirren is gonna attempt to chomp.
Okay.
So making me laugh.
So another
Really
nat-
gonna go.
Are you freaking kidding me?
That's the third one she's rolled this round.
You rolled a nat 20?
Yes!
Oh, good God.
Roll it again. You have advantage.
Just in case.
10.
Okay.
But still, so that's
Joe will probably do something special if you get 2 20s.
so that's 10, 15 points of piercing damage
Okay.
and the strength save.
Okay.
I'm glad you enjoy your poison ivy.
Bum, 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 bum. Damn it.
You're welcome.
19 to
How are your
hit.
eyes, guys?
Doesn't
You're
work.
burning! Really?
As it bites down, you watch as this shimmering shape blocks the wolf from actually getting in.
Oh, cool.
How much damage was the first one again? 14?
10 plus 15.
We're not sure, Aurora, but we're loving it.
All right.
So those 2, and then the final 2, which
Maybe-
are over by that fella.
Maybe she got a weighted set.
I know, right?
Aww.
Aww.
Unless an 11 hits for the
Do we
first
have a
one.
winter advisory? I don't think so.
Not tonight, I don't believe.
We do have a chance of snow showers,
And
though.
a 14.
We've been very lucky
No,
with our
neither
snow
one
so
of
far.
those connect.
Okay.
And it's weird as it happens, as
It's
this is
halfway
going
through
on.
November and
You watch as the
Something's
goblin
happening.
starts to scramble for something when the wolves go to attack, and he pulls out this strange metallic object that doesn't look like anything you've seen before.
It's a fork.
Why a spoon?
Oh, good
'cause
grief.
it hurts more.
That is a lot, Blue Box.
Nice.
And that's the end of your wolves?
Yes, it
who,
is.
Them or us? Them, right?
I believe
The
so.
one in between them. The one in between that just got attacked, pulling out that strange metal object, brings it to his mouth, and as he does, you hear the most, and it really bothers you, Vistra, shrill, ear-piercing cacophony of noise as what should sound like a musical instrument sounds like cats being burned alive.
Oh,
Like cats in a bag.
No, that's a bagpipe.
Cats in a blender.
And it is just a horrific sound. And I need to look and make sure I got this right.
And what'd you say?
Aurora.
Her dice bless.
Yes, it's that.
Beautiful.
Krabby Patty, what's your favorite color? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yes.
All right, perfect. And double check that you guys don't have to do anything. Sorry. These guys are making me make stuff up on the spot, so
You know what, Joe? You should be sorry.
I should be.
Yeah, geez, isn't the DM supposed to know everything? Sorry.
Oh, and poison,
I love you. I
Poison
still
Ivy.
Okay.
Find that screen.
I don't know if they still do it, but I know Build-A-Bear had Pikachus that you can make and then
It
record
is
the
now strangely silent.
Thank you,
Yay!
Cinderella.
Cinderella, thank you. Wherever you might be, somewhere not in this building.
Ilfikir,
Yeah.
Vistra, Karana. It is strangely silent all around you.
All around you.
I can feel it.
There's like
And
4 different songs right there.
then the creature starts running to the south. Or, yeah, to the south.
Krabby said blue, and I think I knew that.
Toward Pikachu.
Yeah.
Like
As
that.
far as it can go, 30 feet.
Yeah, that
Okay.
one Lexi's kids have
Like really
And
hot fire
the-
blue.
those.
And I'm assuming it's a bonus action for them to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So they
Krabby
don't
says
get
blue.
nailed.
Yep, I saw it.
And that brings
By the
us
way,
to
Krabby said-
Nivara.
I had just said it.
I didn't hear you. I'm
Well, you're not
sorry.
listening to me, that's fine.
I will see what I want to see if I can find something.
Because
I'll tell you a break. DM Loxy's plotting.
Because there was the thing that Bard in the North is plotting.
Everybody
Sure.
should be plotting something. The DM's always plotting.
Yep.
Which is
20.
what you plotting.
Like we talked about it at Erebus
Yes.
last week.
Oh! Yeah. No, I'm plotting
I'm
something
going
else.
to dash and go on the other side of the goblin that's in the middle
Okay.
and swing. I'm gonna switch my. I'm gonna. You said it's a bonus action to switch the weapons. It was
Unless
for
you
him.
unless you drop it, that's a free action. The
Okay,
bonus
so I was
action.
gonna.
The bonus action for him was the fact that he was trying to activate the magical weapon.
Okay, because I was just gonna switch to my short sword
Doing
from
it-
my bow.
Right, doing it that way, you're stowing and drawing,
Okay,
which
then I'm gonna do that.
that wouldn't work.
I'm gonna do that.
Yay! Thank you,
Thank
Cyber
you.
Piglet
Thank you.
72.
Woo!
I'm
Wait
going
for the
to
follow.
use my short sword.
Cyber Piglet, that is fantastic.
I'm just imagining like Piglet with a jetpack.
Actually, I had the Terminator in my head. You got.
Yes!
Oh, did you do? I need your clothes.
What? What?
Terminator.
The very first Terminator.
I've never seen it.
I need your clothes.
And your butt.
Really? At advantage.
I'm the queen of I haven't
Arnold
seen that. I'm
Schwarzenegger
sorry.
shows up through a portal and he's naked.
Yeah.
13.
Oh, okay.
Watch
You
out.
might want to see it.
Walks into a biker bar and says, "I need your clothes now."
13.
I need your clothes now.
What'd you say?
Young Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Young Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, okay.
When he's actually good looking.
He's not that bad looking
Like,
anymore. But
Pre-California
he's just
Schwarzenegger, so.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
More
Hey, for the cheers, it's really awesome.
Power. I definitely need to put that money.
I'll see what I can get. I'll see maybe we can get that done by tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna be busy besides the game?
4 o'clock I go into work.
Okay.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. I said something 2 weeks ago.
So is there a game tomorrow then?
There is.
Oh, that's right. Because
It's Dragon Heist.
Oh.
yeah, I heard. Oh, and we're going to.
Yeah. 14.
Yeah.
14 is the highest that misses.
Did you guys ever
Yep,
find
that's
your
next week.
character sheets?
I think so.
Viscera.
Yeah. My turn?
Yeah.
And it's silent around me.
Oh,
Yeah, it is strangely
jeez,
silent around
Noah.
you.
Thanks for that, Krabby.
Ooh.
I'm in a happy place now.
Wait, except for he's saying Zac Efron is better than Jason Momoa.
Jason Mumu.
Jason Momoa. I don't know. Aquaman's kind
it
of
was
hot.
a big thing at Nervous.
Oh, it was bad.
Jason Mumu.
It's
It was bad.
I like
Nervous is
Jason Momoa.
always just a spiral, and I love it.
What would you like to do, Viscera?
That's all a clip of
Do
him.
I feel like I could
Months and months
successfully
ago.
cast
Freeze. Took a drink,
spells?
I
put
don't
it
know.
down, and threw an axe
You?
perfectly.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I just loved it.
Probably not if they're verbal.
Ooh, does that break concentration on haste? I
I
don't believe so.
am.
I still have 7 rounds of that.
Because there's one there. I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Okay.
30.
It is no longer strangely silent around you.
Cool. And I'm going to cast Shatter on him.
Okay.
Jason Statham, Mark Shepard.
Needs to do a thing.
Jason
Yeah, Statham's
Constitution
alright.
save
Statham's
beating a
there.
16, and he spies it. So I take half damage.
Yay, glad poison ivy.
10 points, half is 5.
Okay.
And
The Saxy Goblin is not doing so hot now.
The taxi goblin. Sorry.
Very sexy.
I'm Saxy.
and now he needs to make a wisdom
You're
save.
too sexy for your saxophone.
The wisdom save is a 16 on the die. I'm rolling against you really well. Ilfakir,
Yeah.
you see a very frustrated Vistra in front of you. But you can't hear
Okay.
you can't hear a darn thing.
I am going to move up to. Hey, Mirren, will you move me up 5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. And everything's strangely quiet?
Yeah.
Amazing. I spend a sorcery point to subtle spell,
Okay.
and I will.
Krabby, I have
Shocking grasp.
Okay.
I have sword, but I haven't started playing yet.
Roll to hit at advantage.
No Pokemon.
Yep. Zach got shield. Well, we got them both, and he's playing shield. I'm playing. I'll be playing sword.
Would you?
Does a 14 hit?
Switch.
No, it does not.
Okay.
They're awesome.
Extra attack,
Yeah.
subtle spell, magic missile.
Okay.
But Krabby, you probably knew that already because I think we talked about it a lot.
4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. And he's still standing?
They didn't hit it.
They deflected again?
Is the one that's surrounded the one with the spoon?
Yes. It's the magic, possibly better than Goblin.
Bonus action. I've got.
Make sure you're marking off
Don't
those
say it
spells.
too loud.
I am. I'm running low pretty quick. Can I bonus action just bitch slap him?
You can attempt to.
I would love to.
Watch as she rolls a nat 20 and slap it.
No.
I would
That's
call that
cocked.
cocked.
That's cocked.
That's it's in between two results.
Oh! 23 to slap him.
Yeah, you made contact. Somehow that makes contact, but your spells are not.
Is that 1d4 plus
Yeah.
dex? 5.
No, it's 1 plus strength.
Oh. 1 plus strength?
Yes.
I have a neg 1 to my strength.
Oh,
So you get this beautiful roll.
You're
You
like,
go
ah!
I hit him for 0!
No, you hit for 1 because you can never do less than 1 damage.
Beep. I boop his snoot with my fist.
And it blinks at you in absolute confusion. Oh, that's... No, you cannot do less than 1 damage. And then it looks at you and just starts jabbering something fierce. And starts to run away
Oh, so AO is everywhere.
toward Vistra.
Of course.
So
And
AO.
nobody gets an AO.
oh, because of their thingy.
And as it takes that first step, all of a sudden it kind of pauses and goes, "Meh." And I need every single one of you,
Uh-oh.
including the wolves,
Uh-oh.
to roll me a Constitution save.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That rolled right onto that sticky note.
So I'm going to assume you'd like me to roll just 1 for each of the wolves.
Unless you want to roll multiple.
Paper cut.
Yeah, I'm as well.
Paper cut totally counts.
Rendezvous, then I'm through with you.
Starting with Mirren.
11.
11?
Yeah.
Okay. Would be Nivara.
Con save?
Yeah.
4.
Ooh, even better.
It rolled a 3 right as
Ilfakir.
it went onto
14.
the sticky notes.
14. And the wolves.
Yes, Cyber Pig.
All
Paper
of them
cuts hurt.
but
That's 1 damage.
failed.
And
I'm
it's
just
just-
saying
it's
that 'cause
just-
that's
Oh,
under,
did you? I'm sorry.
under 10.
It's okay.
How many of them are by the little gobby?
2.
That's the only two you need to roll for them.
Okay, you said everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
Everybody around the goblin needed to do that. So those two rolled
They will both rolled under 10.
under 10? Okay.
So I'm assuming that fails.
That fails.
what's their con plus?
Plus 1.
And I need...
Well, that's information you need, Tay.
Don't you have cards too?
Yes, but they're in the thingy.
Mhm. Okay. I really wish I could cast that spell because that's a fun one.
Yes, it is a plus 1. I was correct.
There it is. You all 6
All or gobble all?
and 7 is 13. Every single one of you that is standing by that little gobbo takes 13 points of thunder damage
Oof. Thunder wave.
and are knocked backwards 10 feet.
Okay, can you remove both of the wolves, please, Patrick?
There's 13.
And it continues to run toward Vistra.
What was the DC?
Or
I didn't
the
say.
damage.
Oh. He just said
13
all of us
damage.
took 13.
And we get pushed 10
10 feet.
proportional from where he was.
Correct.
Okay, so that'll be.
Oh, now he's going after me?
Well, he's running that direction.
Put it in our blender.
And you guys destroyed that one, so the only one left is him,
Farting
which puts us at Karana,
Just
Miran,
Is his
the
shield
wolves,
still active?
and Nivara. All of you are going right now.
Perfect.
Is his shield still active, Joe?
You're not sure?
Well, I am going to cast Dispel Magic at 5th level
Okay.
on the gobbo.
Which should dispel any spell under
Level 5 or under.
under 5. Okay. And you watch as all of a sudden, does it have a radius or is it just a single target? I think it's just a single
It's a
target.
single target, and it has a 120-foot
Yeah.
range.
So you focus on the goblin, you cast that spell, and all of a sudden you watch as he's running toward Vistra. And all of a sudden, the spoon bursts into toothpicks.
Oh no! Oops!
What have you done?
Lucille, no!
Oops! I got rid of the shield!
I wanted that!
Fix it then!
Do me a favor and roll a d6.
3.
Okay. As you watch this thing explode, there is a small magical burst that accompanies it, and you watch as the goblin goes from the concussion from it
Ha!
and falls over.
Did I kill him?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up the toothpicks from it and I'm gonna mend Lucille.
And
Anyway, Patrick, you go because that was my.
Okay, well, I would like to travel 45 to my spear,
oh, okay.
and as I pick it up, I'm going to throw it at the other guy.
He's slightly out of range, isn't he? Now he's not.
Nope.
Okay, you can turn it down a little bit. Oh, sorry.
So, I'm going to recklessly attack on this one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Make it just about.
Yeah, you're fine, thanks.
So that's a hit, more than likely. 23.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I won't miss this time. And that is going to do
Wow.
13.
The spear +1.
Spear +1, yep.
Okay.
So I throw my spear +1 straight into it.
Well, not quite.
No?
Not quite.
Okay.
It's still standing. That
I
spear,
didn't say I killed it.
that spear, I didn't quite embed in him as
Okay.
it just tore straight across and managed to separate whatever this thing was using to hold that strange metal object in his hand. So now he's fumbling with it, trying to hold onto it, and bleeding profusely from the chest.
I'm running, I'm smiling, and did it land next to him, or?
A little bit behind him because it's going uphill.
Okay.
So it's like that break that you have on steep inclines.
Okay. Yep, I got it right there.
Yep. Hey. What are you up to?
Oh, I have another attack, that's right. I don't want to keep throwing stuff at it. I don't have anything else to throw.
Well,
Okay,
remember
throw me.
there are 4 other things that can.
Yeah, and Nivara too.
Yeah.
I am not sitting in a doorway. I'm sitting in our game nook.
Yeah, well, he's kind of in the doorway of the game nook.
That's
All
a
of-
doorway.
The DM sits in his doorway of lies.
There's no door. It's just an open.
Yeah, there's nothing else Murin can do.
He's like a clack bridge troll.
I do have my
He's
claw
sitting in his
engaged.
arch.
Yep.
Yes.
There we go.
I will try to intimidate it.
Okay.
I will
How?
scream.
You are going to mirror and hollow light?
Yes.
Roll me one of them there intimidations. You are so lucky.
Am I because my intimidation's 18?
I almost rolled a nat 20 on the die, but it ticked against the DM screen and went click.
Oh, it touched something. You better re-roll it.
And
I love you.
it seems very much not happy about its current predicament,
Mm-hmm.
and especially the large half wolf, half orc thing barreling down on. Yeah, it doesn't like you right now.
No.
And you swear one of the letters of the alphabet is now on his knee. Naivara. Or the wolves. Either one. Actually, the wolves,
Yeah.
because technically they've been going first.
Alright, number 3 is going to charge Mr. Gobble and go pounce and try and knock him prone.
He is in the corner, and you shall not pass.
This one's following. So would that be just, what would you want me to roll now? Just a straight attack? Because it's pouncing on its back.
Oh, yeah, just an attack.
Okay.
He's playing a barbarian DMK.
Yeah.
And I have what we can consider a boon.
He's
So
got a
that's-
few magical trinkets that have helped him out.
That's 19.
To hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
So it's gonna and hold it down.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
He rolled an 18 strength check. So as it goes to knock him prone, he shifts and slightly redirects.
Okay. Then number 4 is going to just attempt to sink his teeth into its leg.
That works.
For 15 to hit.
Roll a d6.
3 again.
Okay, he'll take some damage from the claws of the wolf.
Okay, so like a
From-
roll of d4.
But no, that's what the d6 was.
Oh, okay.
From the pounce attack,
Mhm.
he took 3 points of damage from that.
Okay. And then it's
And the
15.
15 doesn't quite do it, as it uses that metal object to get in the way.
Do I know what the metal object is?
Roll me an intelligence.
Is the canoe wood or aluminum? Why is the sad Cebu so sad?
And one more wolf is running up to try and chomp him.
Okay.
As Chuck.
What'd you roll in total?
8.
Yeah, you're not sure. You think you've seen something
You're
like this
welcome.
before,
It's
but
always stuck in my head.
you know, it's one of those.
Thanks.
Mhm.
21 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
It was stuck in my head today. Thanks.
I haven't heard that.
And strength save?
Has not been stuck in my head.
I suppose I will do that.
So thanks.
It got an 11 on the die.
Need another verse or two.
I know.
DM's gonna kill us.
That's okay. That's
I'm
still
I'm
6
not listening
points
to
of
yeah.
piercing
D&D
damage.
multi-tool is a saxophone. Tick, 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 tick.
That's still 6 points of piercing damage as it tries to nibble his leg like a chicken wing.
Oh, and this thing does not look like
Ooh,
it's very
chicken.
healthy right now.
Mm.
Naivara.
Tomorrow.
Ah.
Wait, today's Saturday, right?
Today's Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Thank you.
What?
My brain just did a glitch in the matrix. It is Saturday.
Kick, kick, kick.
I literally thought it was Sunday all day, which makes
I'm
no
going to
sense.
switch back to my longbow,
Okay. How?
stowing it and grabbing.
Okay.
You said that was free action.
No. The free action was him doing this.
No, you said that was
Uh,
bonus action.
Or bonus action.
You said
Free
me
action is
switching my
free action
weapons.
is stowing. And it's an action to redraw something new.
Which is why we're always dropping our weapons
So
everywhere.
now I'm
Why
going to
we're
drop my
dropping
short sword then.
So that
Might
was
wanna mark it.
my mistake. I was completely distracted with 87 things in my brain.
It's okay. I made mistakes too once.
I'm the DM. I never make a mistake.
As your players all riot. Table
Is that
flip.
throw Lucille at you? Okay, I'm
The
dropping.
splintered Lucille.
My apologies on that one.
I want to write a eulogy for
I'm gonna
Lucio.
drop my short sword.
Yep.
Pull out my longbow.
Yep.
And shoot at the goblin.
Okay.
That's probably gonna hit.
18 on the die.
It just barely hits it. As you have a few obstacles in your way.
That would be a total of 26 though.
Oh, fair enough.
Like it's an 18 on the die.
You're watching as this thing's moving and your friends are encroaching on it, the wolves are attacking it, and normally you wouldn't take a shot with that much of a cluster, but all of a sudden it's like somebody drew a dotted line and you're like, oh, right there.
How'd that go?
8 damage.
8 damage?
piercing damage.
As you hear a really sad sound, the goblin brings that tool around back to its mouth and goes to blow on it, and as he just starts to get a breath into it, your arrow pierces the neck of it and right into him, and you just hear this wheeze come out of the instrument in him.
Is it a big wheeze?
No, it is not a big wheeze.
No.
It is a goblin wheeze, and it falls forward on top of the instrument, crushing it.
So both of those artifacts are gone.
Got it!
That wasn't an artifact, though. And you are now out of combat.
I want to go get spoon splinters.
I'm picking up my short sword.
I'm gonna have the wolves sniff around to make sure that there's no more of these things about.
Roll a perception, roll a survival Ilfakir, and roll percentile Naivara.
For my arrows.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you know me.
You're
I
not.
shot-
You are not CSI.
If anyone finds shards of that spoon, I want them. I can fix it.
But you can't give it the magic back, right?
Well, it would take time, but I could.
Okay, so I do
Okay.
get advantage on my perception.
I'll look for them with wolf eyes.
Yes.
Okay, just double check.
So
Percentile's gonna be-
my 4 wolves are gonna spread
It's
out
506.
and can you Patrick,
506.
Patrick,
56 for the first one because I shot 2 arrows.
Then you get one of them back.
Okay.
Joe, I'm gonna look for the shards of the spoon.
Roll me a survival.
I'm gonna help look
Oops,
once I
sorry.
get, because I shot 2 and I got 1 back.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna help look then.
Roll.
7.
Okay.
For
Survival.
survival. 11.
Yeah, you guys don't find very much of this thing.
Is this enough of a cure?
And no, it is not.
Do you
There
want me
once
to
was a
roll?
spoon named Lucio.
Just give me a roll. One roll.
Okay.
I must write the eulogy to Lucille.
17 perception.
I like that spoon.
They do not seem to register any other threats in the area.
Okay.
Because it hurts.
Except for one of them does take off running. And then returns with this grin on his face as he's got a rather large rabbit in his mouth.
This is what you're looking for, Mom?
I got Mom. I got it, Mom.
Wait, aren't these wolves supposed to be like face spirits?
Don't fireball the forest.
The other thought, though, is every time you summon these phase spirits, they die and go back to the plane whence they came. So if she continues to summon the same spell, is she summoning the same wolves?
I mean, I'm gonna love up on him anyway.
Oh, a good doggy. Might I also pet the canine?
Yes.
Puppy, 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 puppy,
And
puppy,
I'll
puppy.
have all 4 of them doggy pile on her and just to give her doggy kisses.
You are now slobbered on.
And for the first time, we hear Elphicure squeak.
Yeah, you guys see the very serious bookworm absolutely lose it in a
I'm
fur
gonna
pile.
keep them around for the remainder of the hour that they're supposed to be summoned.
I now need one more perception from everybody.
I don't like rolling on this crooked thing.
From the wolves too.
No.
So not quite.
Yelfikir,
13.
Naivara,
15.
Karana,
17.
Vistra,
16.
Mirren,
8.
Really?
Really?
At first, none of you notices anything. But slowly but surely, you all feel something strange. And then Vistra, you are the one that feels really odd. And then your ocarina starts to feel like it's reacting to something, but it's not quite the same as a rift. Oh, hold on.
That's awesome.
Oh.
That was a beautiful eulogy. Joke's on me. Thank you.
Yes! I'm truly touched.
It is like a butterfly.
And
My
as you,
ocarina's reacting.
as you start to look around and feel about it, you watch as just a little bit in on the line of the forest in the direction of Alondra's Grove, this shape starts to appear out of nowhere.
Beloy.
Can I see
Huh?
that contract, please?
In 1 second.
Okay.
And the shape starts to coalesce, and it takes you a minute. Are you going to say anything?
There's something there.
Where?
So as she says
Under
this,
there.
as she
Underwear.
says this, you all turn around and look in the direction that Vistra points. As you watch, starting from the ground up, the shape of the humanoid starts to form, slowly but surely. And you see a familiar face.
If it's Gasmon, I quit.
No, I think I know who it is.
Oh, shit.
And before you, everyone with the exception of Ilfikir
Yep.
recognize a woman that is now missing silver hair, but is now black, looking very confused and very much ready for war.
What the
Huh?
It's pre-Grey Aloxus. Well, post-Grey
Post Grey
Aloxus.
Aloxus. This is my fault.
This is your fault.
Wait.
Don't.
Okay.
You see Aloxus standing in front of you. Her hair is not silver. She is dressed differently than anything you have ever seen before. She has weapons in her hands that look like she is ready for battle. And there is a face on her that shows two different emotions simultaneously. The first emotion is a ferocity that you guys have only known in battle. And a more subtle emotion, and it's more in her eyes than it is her physical appearance, of almost fear.
How far away is she?
From Karana.
Well, I would have picked up my spear, by the way.
From Karana, she is about 40 feet away.
This way, that way.
In the forest.
In the forest.
Can I?
I'm instantly going to book it towards her.
All right.
Aloxus?
Do I hear them?
She smells like Aloxus, but she also smells like sulfur.
I'm booking it towards her.
Vistra's running.
I'm frozen.
Yeah, I'm gonna run.
Like,
Mirren's running. You're frozen in
I'm
place.
frozen in place.
I'm de-shaping into my owl form and
Okay. Ilfikir, how do you respond to these guys just tearing towards this woman that appeared in the forest?
Wouldn't I recognize her?
You only saw her in passing.
That's right.
I'm the only one standing next
I
to you
would
still.
start heading that way as well. Running after him, but I'm kind of like doing one of these.
She would have seen her when we buried her, but
She had a mask
was-
on though, her
yeah.
burial mask.
that's
She
true.
was in a shrub. Okay.
What are you doing here?
Do I hear them?
They are.
I'm approaching.
I'm having them approach. So they are now, we'll say, 15, 20 feet away from you as you.
Mildrax, you bastard! Who are you? I know you.
You should.
And then you have a fuzzy owl hitting your chest.
Like a hug.
Yes.
Owl hug.
Why do you smell like that?
Do you remember where you're coming from?
Right.
And you just have this happening. Remember mind state at the same time.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Where what?
Can I roll to see how much I?
Roll a wisdom save.
You smell like demons.
I'm really hating this. Loxy's wisdom 16. 22.
We have
Yes.
fought things from the lower planes before.
There
haven't we?
is. It's not.
Well, yeah,
it's not floodgates, but it's
It smells just like her
recollections
house.
that, especially of the half orc.
Right.
That
Half wolf.
Because he's the one that
right.
I kept
And,
getting flashes
and
of.
it happens again.
Do I remember his name?
High or low?
Hi.
No.
Damn it.
The owl is completely what the.
What the foot?
But there is recollection of the dwarf.
And I remember her name?
No, you recognize the dwarf.
Alexis!
How do you, I recognize you, but how do you know me?
And where did you just come from?
Gehenna?
And illusions. They're messing with your head. Just, I'm in the back of the head. These are some of the thoughts that are running through your head.
Sorry, this is important.
Yep.
Because she recognizes
Okay,
the
that,
smell.
I
that,
was-
that okay.
Sorry.
That I didn't
Right.
know. That's
Okay.
good
No,
to
and
know,
that's-
so scratch what I just said.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to.
Good. Scratch what I just said.
I wouldn't have done that, but it was so kind of important.
And I
to
think
That
me.
was very important
I
because I
think
was trying to figure
left
out how
before
to
that
tell
was
him.
described.
Okay,
I think I left before
that's
that.
why I said it's my fault. 'Cause-
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
So she knew that.
Perfect. So, yes. You recognize... it's the I know your face, but I can't remember your name thing.
I'm really sorry, but I can't remember your name, and we have to watch out for Mildrax.
Who?
Who?
I'm snapping out of E shape. Who?
Oh, God.
Whack!
Thank you.
You're
Roll to
hitting
hit.
me?
Roll to hit.
With her staff that she has?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a 19 to hit.
You hit her. And what is it that you're using as your weapon?
My staff is a +3, but it has an ability that it hits even on a miss. You take a minimum of 5 damage.
Cool.
So... Roll your damage.
Okay, I think the cool is the weapon part.
Yes.
Is cool. The getting hit, not
Roll your damage.
15.
15. So you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage from her staff.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! And I step in the middle.
And I'm sorry, but seeing as she's already suspicious, hellish rebuke.
Awesome.
Oh,
Roll
because that's going to make me feel so much better.
roll your
But it's
save.
what would happen.
Roll your
This
save.
is what would happen.
I choose to expend a charge and I automatically save
There we go.
because I have a ring of evasion now, thanks to Aramis.
As you watch as she slips out of the burst of flame.
I interject. I run in
Yep,
between them,
yep,
and I'm.
yep, I got it.
What the hell, Alexis?
You don't remember her?
And
kind
now,
of, she scared me.
and now it's the whole, yeah, face. Yeah.
Sorry,
Ah.
I'm sorry, you startled.
You kind of just
me.
Wait,
poof back into
hold on.
existence right in front of
How
us.
are you alive?
You were dead. Like dead.
I know I was dead. The Raven Queen brought me back to go fight in hell.
What? Who's the Raven Queen?
blip. She's gone.
Ooh. What the heck?
Ow.
She vanishes almost exactly how she came back, but just before she's gone, you see an image, just briefly, and it's not the same as the rifts, but you do see a little gap in reality. And if you were to describe it as anything, you are looking at one of the planes of hell. And
May I?
Wait,
may,
do all of
please.
this see this?
please give it a little bit more.
I was gonna
flavor.
say, may I
Give
add
it a little
to
bit
it?
more because the two of you know more about the area than I do.
Whatever you can see, it is easily described as a CF. There are
Yeah.
a lot of dog-looking creatures with long tongues attacking a
It
party.
looks like a hellhound that has the tongue of a frog.
And it's all red and brown. It looks like a depiction of hell.
But
And
it kind of tunneled. And
yeah,
there's
underground,
weird colored torches.
colored torches,
And it was so
all
brief,
sorts,
that's about all the more you get.
Yeah.
all sorts of people you don't know. Eight
It's
to
definitely
10.
a battle.
And as soon as it starts to pull like this, you watch as two of
I
these
like the
dogs
Raven Queen.
jump toward Aloxis. And as you realize that she's being attacked by two of these dogs, it's gone.
I would have tried to jump through.
Roll me dexterity.
Probably not going to happen, but
Don't do it.
just a regular dexterity.
Yep.
8.
8, yeah. As you reach out trying to do something about this, your hand actually passes through. And you realize in that moment of crossing this thing, it's not a rift. It is something else magical.
Oh.
Does it remind me more of either like Blink or Dimension Door?
Give me 1 second here,
If
and,
I can make a call, it'd be more like Blink.
and I'm actually going slightly different with that.
Okay.
And the reason why I said those two was because those are ones that I've used before.
No, it is not like Blink. Because Blink doesn't actually transition you.
So I guess more like I mean,
It
between
would
those
be
two
more,
choices,
it would
more
be
like
more
Dimension
like
Door,
Dimension Door,
but not.
but there is something definitively different about this effect. You've never dealt with it before, and immediately upon touching this, you know that whoever cast this is stronger than you.
Right before she blips out, I would have started running as she was talking to them. And then as she blips out, I'd be screaming no and still running and probably tumbling on the ground.
You roll me a dexterity. Roll me a dexterity save.
26.
Well, at least you could
You
tell that
manage
she
to save your feet even though you start tripping over Vistra as you both wind up in the same spot at the same time.
And I if you guys are on the floor, whatever, I help.
And it would have been evident that she was considerably stronger than when she died.
Well, considering she just about brained Karana in one
Yeah! And that was just a startled, ah!
So I'm gonna look at you guys and maybe Ilfikir. Who's the Raven Queen?
And with that, we're going to go to break.
Ah!
I will find out.
Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you for all of the subs and the follows
It's been
and the
crazy.
raids and the
Thank
fun
you.
and the spoons. Definitely thank you for the spoons
Lucille, she'll stay in my kitchen forever.
and the saxophones that didn't get to be used quite as much. We will be back in roughly 30 minutes. See you guys in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for
Bye.
having me.
I gotta go put the phone in.
Yeah, I need to plug it.
Oh my gosh.
If that's possible. I have a cord next to the wall.
Okay, I will see my.
These are trying to escape.
Bye, Tim. Thanks for coming.
Take care, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everybody.
just my
Welcome back to the stream. We have food. We have people at the table. We have viewers. We have dice, and we have to figure out what you guys are doing now that you've just had all this strangeness happen.
I need a drink, you guys.
So, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, Murin's happy. Because she's alive.
We said goodbye. Told you we'd be back.
And so, we should go...
Oh, sea leaving. Never mind.
We should go to the grave site. I have to know if it was her or not. I mean, I think it was. It smelled like her.
Are we really gonna dig up her grave?
I'm not suggesting dig, but maybe we can tell to see if it is open, or see if it is dug, or something, or if it.
Alondra should be able to tell, I would think.
Maybe she can. And furthermore, it makes sense to me because I'm supposed to be dead. So if I have a second life, she definitely can have one. Maybe
Yours was a little more instant, though.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe.
Whoever this Raven Queen is could have just pulled her soul, for all we know.
So could her body exist in two places?
Maybe it's not her original body.
Well, yeah, she doesn't have the silver stuff anymore, but
Which maybe that's a good thing.
let's check with Alondra.
Was one of her arms still a different color?
No.
But it was definitely her.
Oh, because the rest of her body was gray from the gray.
And her arm was a slightly different gray from the gray because it got chopped off and regrown.
And you know what? I mean, overall, I'm happy. If it's really her.
Well, knowing the ladies that we have at the table, Cyber, we did not get the wrong order.
We checked.
Hey, Event Night. Welcome to see ya.
Hello.
Dance Goblin Dance. They already died.
Yes, they killed all the gobbies.
I will get my pet kobold yet.
So, what is the decision that the party is making?
I want to see Alondra.
I would agree to that.
Yeah. We're all confused. We want to see Alondra.
Alright.
I agree with this.
Hey, sweetheart,
Yeah.
grab me a wet rag too, please.
Yes, sir.
One that doesn't smell like crud.
Like death incarnate.
Outstanding. I guess we're not the only ones eating the Taco Bell.
No,
Not sponsored.
not sponsored, not yet.
If anybody knows corporate from Taco Bell, let them know we wouldn't mind.
We just right on. I'm not hungry.
Anywho, so you guys make your way back to Alondra's grave. Now you guys have only been gone for a very short, or Alondra's grave. You guys make your way back to Alondra's grove. You guys have just barely left, and now you're heading back.
Yep. She's going to be super confused, and that's okay.
As you guys make your way back to the grove, again, you just barely get within her grove's confines, and she steps out of a tree once again. Oh, you're back already.
We saw Loxus.
Pardon?
It was her. She said she was in Gehenna. She said the Raven Queen brought her back for a mission. She seemed far more powerful than she was, and she was no longer gray.
Who is the Raven Queen?
She somewhat recognized us, even though she hit her.
Owie.
But that was her fault, surprising her.
Well, give me just one question myself first. What was the...
Oh.
Goblins.
Oh.
They came from down the mountain.
Oh.
They had some very strange.
One of them was
Weapons.
a spellcaster with a spoon.
You'd be surprised what they find to use as their tools. It's primitive, yet they're very creative creatures. As towards Aloxus, she has not moved from her resting place.
Are you positive?
Oh, yes. Come with me.
Okay.
And she puts her hand out. please, everyone, just grab. And as you do that, there's a vine that extends from her and wraps around each of your wrists. And she turns and walks towards a really large tree. It's got a better circumference than Mirren's width.
Yeah.
Are we gonna tree stride?
No, we're going to do much better. I can actually make certain trees into gateways that we can walk through. However, be quick, because it only lasts a very short time. So when I open the gateway, when I say go, go.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. We're not gonna end up like Mirren again.
She waves her hand
Nova like holding on to
and drops what looks like a small leaf against this large tree, and you watch as the bark separates and opens into what looks like this giant archway, and you can see Aloxis's grave on the other side. Go, go, go now!
I run through.
We're scooting patootin'.
And seconds. Who's going to be the last one to go?
I will be last.
All right. Seconds, 2-3 seconds after you get through that door, you can hear, and the tree that you stepped out of is now whole. Alondra is not with you.
Oh, awesome.
A few moments later, you see her walk out of the giant oak that is the center of the grove.
That was pretty cool.
The things you learn. I've been around a few days. I've learned. You're still a bit young for that kind of power, but yes, it is something you will be able to learn.
Cool. Useful. Especially
And
if you run away again.
she walks over to Aloxis's grave. Thank you very much
thank
for
you,
this.
Loxley of Loromir.
And you remember that there were some crystals and gems that were made to be part of the tomb, the grave site. Alondra waves her hand over the top of this, and you watch as one of the larger crystals starts to lose its color, becoming transparent, and works just like a window now, and you can see in the grave Aloxis's face.
What does her face look like?
It looks like she's sleeping.
What does her face look like?
It looks like she's sleeping. It's still got the slight gray pallor and the silver gray hair.
This can't be right.
This is slightly trippy.
It can be right. And when you return from grabbing that water, I explain.
Thank you. Well, I'm getting it 4 and so.
I bought him food. Come on.
We shared.
Bitch queen!
I still bought you food.
They're called.
All right. What
My pleasure, Thane of called.
what I understand of the gods,
You're welcome.
Famous.
there are some gods that go by different.
I really want to hear this.
I'm sorry, that was a.
You said you wanted it to be more lighthearted. Please don't take out your wrath on us. This is why we overly behave.
That's why I'm just sitting here going.
You know, you get what.
I know, that's why I'm just like. The gods can go by different names depending on who you talk to. There is one deity that many know as the deity of death and passage into death. And it appears
Yes, they do, just like Arabelle.
that you have run into a different incarnation of this deity. And that would be the Raven Queen. The Raven Queen is an old name of the deity that looks over death and the dead. She is somewhat angered right now at the 5 of us who have been here for way too long, as we are, in her words, an abomination to the natural cycle of life. However, she does have the power to fix death, as it were.
By creating a second?
Well, there is a skill that very powerful and potent druids learn that can reincarnate bodies
Bodies.
and bring a soul back, so they may not be in the same form they were when they died.
So what about, not that you would know, but what about, is there an old me down in the mines where I died?
I would not know. It is the gods who can do these things. I do not know their ways. I can only guess as to what's going on by what I do know. And again, druids have the ability to reincarnate and it will bring someone back as many times a completely different being.
But she
Who's to say that the Raven Queen can't fashion a body in the likeness of what she was before?
I was gonna say she looked just like, we saw you before you were gray, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
what I
I
thought.
didn't
You
become with the grade till Narthan.
okay.
And we watched,
She
we
looked
watched
like
this- well, we haven't, we didn't.
a
Yeah.
long time ago, months and months and months ago.
And maybe the Raven Queen has purpose for her elsewhere. We
In-
are not the only realm in the universe.
Out of character. I mean, our adventure hasn't even been a full year. It's only been a few months, really.
In
From when we started.
Loromir, you guys have been active, I want to say, for 5 months.
Okay, that's, yeah. So, that, yeah.
3
Actually,
years, 5 months.
you guys have just entered the month of Jesson, which it's the 1st of Jesson right now, which is the equivalent of November.
Interesting. She the first month or two, before she was gray, that's what she looked like.
It's the power of the gods. I cannot claim to know it.
Does that mean we passed Vistra's birthday then?
When was Vistra's birthday?
It was supposed to align with my birthday.
Let me pull it back up.
Mine's coming up. I don't know what it is exactly, but
Yeah, it's in 11,000 more XP.
yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, Ilfikir.
Yes.
Like I said, we had to readjust yours.
Yes.
39,850.
39,850?
Yeah.
Oh, she was way off.
Yeah.
Oh, because I was
Goliath really wants out.
yeah 39,850.
Yeah.
Okay. I have
Hey!
literally like almost 10,000 XP just to get to the same level as everyone else.
I was just asking a question.
I do
Feels
not
weird.
have it written down.
What?
She's got her foot on my knee.
Oh,
And she's
no, there is another month.
clenching her
until
toes.
your
It's like,
birthday.
Huh?
I
There's
just
another
named
month
that.
until your birthday.
Okay, so it's like the equivalent of like September then.
Yes.
She gets like in your
So,
knee.
yeah, Jesson would be the equivalent of September then.
That's your knee, right?
Yeah, there is 1, 2, 3,
So what the other
4,
thing
5,
is.
6 weeks.
Yes.
you're pretty close to danger zone.
Roughly 6 weeks.
Grabs your nose, just went
Does
right.
that feel like my elbow, like my arm? It doesn't feel like an arm. Then maybe you should let it go.
This is what I'm doing.
Alright,
Right.
so, yes.
Danger zone.
This is why I can't have nice things.
It is not mine to say what the gods can and cannot accomplish. I mean, they are the ones that sundered the Titans. There's nothing to say she can't be recreated. But
For-
the original vessel that was Aloxus is still here.
It's not like what Ilaria was doing with Gazmon.
That was probably just plain old necromancy there.
Yes, she was taking his bones and
Yeah,
using
plain
it
old
to
necromancy.
make him seem alive.
I say necromancers, just very, very late doctors.
Clerics.
Late clerics.
Let's leave. I saw what I needed to see, and if we are being disgraceful, we should leave.
Oh, you are not being disgraceful. You are
You
being...
said the god of death thinks we're abominations.
No.
here.
No, the fire
Eric
emblem.
and
We.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Okay, well,
Eric, Hurry, and the rest of us have been around much longer than our lifespans would normally.
Eric,
Allow.
Hurry, Alondra, Beloy. Who's the fifth?
The king.
the king.
Uriah, the Hittite. I can't say his name and not say the Hittite
I know.
afterwards. Thank you.
let's leave. We saw what we need to see.
I'm still so confused.
I'm-
Yes.
If she's truly her, then I'm happy.
It's not
She-
spicy necromancy friend. Trying to be like, you'll have to settle for just plain necromancy.
Sorry, but I'm a little light in the pockets for that fancy necromancy.
I was gonna say, what would
be fancy necromancy?
Very much herself. Just a little.
Th-
A
that-
lot stronger and a little confused and fuzzy.
That would make
I wish she was here, but I'm happy.
But if a deity,
Necromancy? Yes. These scarves will come and destroy the world.
And a hat.
Oh, and the hats.
That's
which is currently a
crochet-mancy.
yarmulke.
I'm not
Crochet-mancy?
speaking this, but I actually want to go to
Crochet.
my altar for Molar. The
Okay,
one
that's
that's
the opposite direction of town.
Yep. It'll almost take me like a day to get there, right? Or the day.
Well, I'm just saying, if
Yeah,
all of you are together and everybody starts walking toward town and you about face.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to whatever you guys are doing today. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm just gonna go to my temple. So
okay.
I'm gonna go get drunk.
I've never been the drunk, but I will join you.
no, you have to wait until I come back.
You've never
can I
been
make
the
it?
drunk?
Can I make it there and back in one?
Oh, honey.
How far away?
Because I thought it was
You
really
might be late in
close.
the day.
And if I run,
Depends on how long you take
If
to
I-
the temple and what you're trying to accomplish.
Someone call for
um,
Dr. Leach had so much fun stuff today.
don't get the drunk until I come back.
Okay.
No
Maybe we could go to the library beforehand and take a look into what could have possibly happened with Alexis further.
Yeah, can I roll religion just to see if I've ever heard of this Raven Queen?
I'm already walking away, by the way.
Okay. Sure.
That's a 20. Hold on, it's a 23.
You have not heard of the Raven Queen.
I want.
However, you have heard, and this goes for anybody else who wants to roll a religion to figure out if they know the Raven Queen, you have all heard of... I didn't say roll it, I said for those who wanted to.
But see, the
You
math is
said
like all
wanted
sorts
to.
of F at the moment.
And so I wanted to.
For those who wanted to roll a religion check, you have all heard of a deity that sounds much like the Raven Queen but goes by a different name.
Better not be Vecna.
Kalimvor.
Oh, okay.
I
Ooh, your chair's on
would
your arm. Be
actually.
careful.
Oh, thank you.
I would want to slightly slide out this much of the blade,
Mm-hmm.
cast a sword, and basically talk to him and be like, "What do you know of the Raven Queen?" Like in my mind.
She is, as Alondra described.
But fair.
It's kind of weird that your sentient sword can hear us.
Not really, but you guys also. Like, I'm doing that underneath my cloak. I'm just slightly sliding it out. I'm gonna say thank you. And then slide it back in.
Aurora, yes. Oh.
You got what you wished for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, cauterize and wound, we stitch them up. Leech, Krabby, we all know that's code for. Yeah.
You guys are heading.
you're
You guys are heading back.
Yes.
Yep. There's nothing.
So we'll skip over to Mirren for a minute here while the ladies travel back to town.
And we're walking.
Mirren.
And we're walking.
Takes you a couple hours. but you find your way back to the cave. You go through the trials and tribulations.
Okay, not too much. I just gotta. Maybe, unless things change. Is there more shrubs there?
That's what I'm rolling for.
Okay,
And if there is, I think you can.
I'll kick their leafy asses.
There are indeed shrubberies there.
How many?
Bring me.
Only one.
I'll fight it.
You don't have to. It's not going to be that much of a battle.
Okay,
We're not going to go through the process.
let's make some salad.
Pretty much. You walk in there. You
With
walk
the
in
claw.
there. You watch as some of the vines start to.
Aurora, you must not know very well.
Yeah, this Mirren does. But
I
you watch
thought
as
you'd know by now.
That sounded.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Just FYI.
Okay.
But
Maybe
you
it's
watch
that
as some of the vegetation comes together and starts
know,
taking on a humanoid form. And as it's doing that, you walk up and you ginsu the crap out of this thing. And
We're gonna get him killed.
what's your AC? 15?
A lot.
It's 15.
Yeah. That's really not
It gets one hit on you,
Okay.
doing 7 points of damage
It's
before
death
you
cry.
completely destroy the thing.
How much did I take?
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ew.
It got a good hit,
Owie.
but you can take you take care of this thing with no issue. Make your way back and to the room.
I have to figure out why that's happening so I don't have to fight things every time I come here.
Bless you.
I just got an idea.
Did it hurt?
Hey, sweetie,
Yeah. Sorry.
if it has to do with those three,
Yeah.
swing around and chit chat with them so I can work with Mirren on what he's doing.
Perfect. Because it's
Because
related.
I don't want to have to talk over you.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do while you're down there?
Oh, I'm gonna kneel in front of the statue that I did help rebuild it a little bit, right?
You tried, yeah. It's
Okay.
not fully a statue of Mirren. As a matter, statue of Mirren. Because that's what ended up happening as you were working with is it
Yeah.
started to take on more of your
Visage. Okay. No, I'm just gonna I'm gonna kneel down and think really hard
Mhm.
Yes.
and
But they
try to
won't assign
connect
it.
to
Yes.
Molar or at least the White Wolf.
Okay.
It's gonna be that same.
Do I feel any sort of?
Well, right now you're just putting your energy into the thought process. What are you?
I just mainly want to ask about the conditions of my death and what it might mean for. What I want to talk about what I saw today with Aloxis,
Mhm.
and I know I want to know that that's really her. She's real.
As you're sitting here contemplating that question, contemplating
If I'm like reborn,
Right.
or if I was.
What am I?
as you continue working on this, it winds up being less of a communion with the deity
Okay.
and more of a meditation. However, you are, in your own words, you're young.
Huh?
In your own words, you're young.
14. Yep.
So meditation is fairly new to you.
Yes. Well, recently converted, so.
Well, and meditation is hard for most kids anyhow because it's hard for them to let their brains focus.
I am by half orc standard legally an adult.
Correct.
So it's not weird between Aloxis and Mirren.
Young.
The age of consent is
never
different
was.
everywhere.
I will try to use the word young.
When
rather
all of a
than
sudden
kid.
you realize that Mirren is from Arkansas.
Oh, or Kentucky.
And you don't get a definitive answer.
Okay.
However, you do find that in this meditative state, Banana Hammock is here. I still love your name. That's amazing.
Welcome back, Banana.
But you find yourself a sense of peace.
Hi,
Hi, Cosmo.
Hi, Cosma.
And it's a weird sensation in that you feel like yourself.
Can I
And
interpret that?
and as that kind of floats around in your head, it's never really given any solid statement. So the interpretation you make of it would be your own. but you don't feel different. You don't feel like anything about yourself has changed other than your allegiance.
That doesn't answer what I was hoping for, though.
Correct.
Which is fine. I'm not expecting to have the answer. I'm just saying that's not what Marin was looking for.
Correct. Right now, it's more of a thought that's rolling around in the back of your head,
Okay.
as nothing really coalesces down here in the temple.
But Nabar is kind of a berserker with her sword.
Yeah.
Okay. Then if I don't feel like I'm going to make any more ground, I'm going to pack
The
up.
sword that I haven't told anybody.
And yeah, it doesn't feel like your communion is taking you any further than in your
Okay.
own head.
And what did we learn last time about keeping secrets?
Does it feel like I'm being ignored?
No, as a matter of fact, it feels more like you were at peace.
Okay.
Like something there was shrouding you with a warm blanket type thing.
She also shared her secret with one of the people that you don't want to.
One out of heart.
puzzles.
Yeah, oh, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Don't let any more of us get killed.
That wasn't my
He's
fault.
got the whole stream in his
Pause.
hands.
That's good. It's like hands
It is
/ pause.
He's
Your
got the
claws.
whole
Pause.
stream.
Pause.
In
All right.
his claws, he's got the
Oh my gosh.
So you're gonna make your way back then?
Yeah, if I'm not going to get any more answer.
Yeah.
He's got the whole stream.
You
I got to be
ladies-
there for Ilfikir going the drunk.
Getting
I've
the-
never been the drunk.
So you ladies make your way back into the farming villages.
Yep.
One more time, as you're going through, you manage to run across Kelvin, who
It goes to
waves at
Kelvin.
you with a giant grin on his face. Do you not remember Kelvin?
I don't. I'm sorry. I'm a bad person. I
You are
don't.
a very bad person. Kelvin is the one that set fire to the forest because the bush stole his chicken.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Right, because Kelvin. Yeah.
It was a play on names.
Yeah.
I didn't trick you.
Dude, that's literally been like 3 years. Give me a break, okay?
I remember.
You're
You're
also,
the DM.
You better remember.
if you don't remember, we have an issue.
That was also the fight where you tricked all of us into smacking head first into each other.
I thought that was Sunless.
No.
No, it wasn't. Just kidding.
Alright, so
I remember.
you guys see Kelvin. He waves at you. He's all excited to see you, and when he realizes that you guys have made eye contact,
Oh,
No.
jeez.
he assumes that that's an invitation to come over and say hi.
Oh no. Crap.
Is he coming with us to get the drunk?
Oh, it's so good to see you. I'm so happy to let you know that the forest has been healing so much better. However, we did leave the plow right where it was because that is still such a fantastic story to tell people. I know it's only been a couple of months, but
I'm
it's so
not
much
there.
fun to tell people that this freaking half-orc outdid
He hasn't
an
seen
entire-
me yet.
Well, he's not only a
outdid
half
an
orc
entire
anymore.
plow horse.
Wait, what?
It was fantastic. So
Tell
what
me more.
happened was what happened? Yeah.
As he starts talking to Elfikir about this story, I'm gonna slowly make my way towards the trees and hide.
Okay. She's backing away.
Not very well. I'm 16.
Well, anywho, the forest was set on fire.
Okay.
I
He
watched
set
the
the
bu-
forest on fire.
I watched a bush steal a chicken, so I wanted to kill it, so I set the forest on fire because nobody else was helping me, and then they had to put out the fire, and this half-orc, I wasn't there to see it because I was in jail, but anywho, this half-orc decided he was going to help us out, and
Thank you, C.
he decided to have...
Thank you.
He decided to have a contest with one of the plow horses to see who could grab one of the plows and dig a burn ditch so that they could stop the fire by making a fire break, and he managed to beat the horse. A half-orc beat the horse, a plow horse.
Our
Yes.
half-orc?
Yes, this was our half orc.
I wish I was there to see it, but still, the story is so amazing to tell.
Maybe he'll do it again. We should redo the contest.
Not today.
The forest isn't on fire, there's no reason.
Fireball.
He's no longer just a half orc.
Oh, how do you not become just a half-orc?
Wait, he is now part wolf.
What?
And I heard a woo
Shit.
because
Oh God.
No,
not there.
Which means it happens somewhere in between.
Oh,
shit! Alondra! Oh shit! No!
Please be a 1, please.
Hang on.
The chances are good.
It is a 1.
Okay.
Oh.
I actually thought that was a 20 for a moment.
No. There's this very almost too serious for Karana's expression on her face.
Okay.
Now that he's part wolf, he requires treats whenever he sees an old friend.
Treats.
This
and
is true.
And a pet on the head.
He's been touched by Malar, and he's starting to gather worshippers.
Malar.
We're gonna make Maria a demigod. This is like
Okay.
this is gonna happen.
Okay.
But you must bring him a
Careful,
treat,
you'll start a howl.
a treat of ground
Hey,
oatmeal
he's
and in
weird.
the shape of a bone, and you must pet his head when you see him if you greet him as an old friend.
Alright, now I need you to roll deception at advantage.
Somebody gonna tell him.
Okay, I rolled it at 20.
Seek his lush.
No!
Yes.
Seek.
No!
Actually,
Yes!
actually, that would work, but only in one circumstance. They
Combat.
have to be in combat. Because an at 20 only works in combat.
It's a 22 total.
That sounded like Malar was a Catholic priest. It's exclamation point D scales.
I'll have to get the wife to make some of those real quick.
And if you could pass them out to your neighbors and other people around town and get the message along.
Oh no!
Maybe we could make Mirren talismans.
Actually, if you would like, I do have a song.
Oh?
I will pull out my lute
Okay.
and start playing a rendition of the Ballad of Mirren.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Roll me a performance.
We're gonna do so much today. Let's create mirror treats.
Ouch. That's a 15.
That's still, it's nowhere near as you've done before.
I rolled a 3.
It's nowhere near as good as you've done before, but you start playing Mirren's ballad, and seeing as it's impromptu and you're trying not to laugh,
My balance.
I
you're
also-
still doing really well.
I also don't have as much practice on my lute. You know, it's been a
Right.
while.
But everybody is having a blast, and people are listening to it, and you have Calvin running around telling people about the fact that they should do this wonderful treat-making process.
I regret things now.
As Mirren's ears go.
Suddenly Disney princess.
Suddenly-
Mirren's the newest Disney
I
princess.
should have had to bring him chicken legs.
Okay, no, because he can choke on those.
Ooh, he's illicit music time. But see, we need songs prepared for a time like this. Other than Hakuna
I don't
Matata.
play music because you keep saying it's too loud and it's disruptive.
Not your music, our music. I'm kidding. I love you. That was supposed to be funny.
It's baby tonight.
So
DM's
Got us rolling initiative.
Whoa.
and with the bit of cooking advice that you gave them, people start running off and doing such.
There will be hell to pay.
So you are basically explaining to these people to make granola bars in the shape of doggy treats.
Yep.
Yes.
Hey, they'll still
No
be
bake
good, they'll be good
cookies.
for travel.
No baked cookies.
No baked cookies. I get you.
And lots of head pets.
His ears are the softest part.
Okay, so that's a thing.
Oh,
How
and
long-
then you'll have the blessing of Mirren, and luck will follow you.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh god.
And all we have to do
We
is
did a thing.
just give him these cookies and praise him.
Yes.
These are good.
I swear I had no intention of starting a cult. My party did it
Here
for
we
me.
are.
Let's split up the party. It's
You
such
know?
a good
You know,
idea.
it's usually the bard or the cleric
I'm just
or the
saying,
warlock who decides to do this stuff.
No, it's
once
the
you
freaking
hit
druid.
about your millionth follower, you do become a demigod.
That is not canon.
Okay.
However, I do actually have
Path to
a
godhood.
path to deityhood. Yes.
Well, I'm on the way then.
Would you like to know what it is?
Sure.
Okay, I'll have to find it.
Okay.
Sometimes cults just happen, right, Lee?
So,
We'll say Mira just him peeing on her leg.
how long are you guys going to stick around?
Let's keep moving. Now that
You know what? I want to give it a good 10 minutes and really make sure that the story is taking root.
I'm trying hard not to laugh.
Roll me another persuasion at advantage.
Oh, jeez. Not gonna get much better than that. 17 plus... Oh, gosh. 23?
You definitely feel like your suggestions are being taken very seriously by these folks.
That's why I joined Miran's pack.
How am I doing, guys?
That sounds like an infomercial.
I hate that you're right.
Let's get going.
Can't sleep at
we
night,
have,
weak muscles? Join Miran's pack.
God.
First month is free. But wait, there's more. Buy now, and we'll include 2 Miran tokens to go with your order.
Oh God. Let's go get you drunk.
I've never been the drunk.
As this is all happening, Elvikir is waiting for 10 minutes, making sure the story is taking hold. I'm just gonna keep walking through the woods
Okay.
towards Talon.
Eric's gonna love this.
Eric might, but somebody else won't.
Right. Alright, so you guys start making your way back into town. Miran. Miran.
What happened to the tissue?
Boy, I can't wait to get back and see my party so we can have drinks. They certainly aren't telling weird tales to me.
I hope to God one of
I
them
want
meets
this to
him on the
happen
road.
so bad.
As you make your way into town out of Elandra's Grove, where Elandra escorts you a little bit and
Thank
just
you.
has little small talk with you.
Sure.
You make your way.
Yet, hopefully.
You make your way into town, and we'll do it this way.
First one run into his cabin.
You're stopped very shortly
God.
after you get into town by a small boy who turns around, sees you, runs up and goes, Mr. Miran, Mr. Miran, Mr. Miran. It's so good to see you and thank you for all the help that you've done. And he's patting your leg.
Like, I give a strange.
Saw
And,
Like-
and I got this for you. And he's holding something in his hand. And you pick it up, and you immediately notice that, one, it's some sort of oat treat shaped like a bone.
I'm just.
It's for you, it's for you. Try it. Let me know how you like it. And he's still petting your leg vigorously.
Stop. Please. What is this?
It's a treat. I made it for you. Mommy helped.
I look around. What do I see?
Number of people wandering
Am
around.
I on candid camera or
And
what?
you're slowly noticing that there a handful of them have kind of stopped and looked, and a few of them get this look on their face, and they're starting to approach you. And none of them look menacing, none of them look threatening. They're all just like, oh,
It's Miran.
and they're walking toward you. Smells like normal oats.
I'll take a bite out of
I
it.
might not sleep.
It's not that bad. It's a granola treat. It's got a little bit of a syrup to it and tastes like dried oats.
I mean, it's not my thing, but it's good.
Yay, he liked it. That is so cool. And he just takes off like a bat on
I'm like.
And seconds after he's out of the way,
I'm sitting there like. What the hell?
Miran, my boy, as a heavy hand drops on your shoulder, and there's a large farmer standing next to you. I still remember the day that you outplowed a horse, making that fire burn, that fire break. We never really did get a proper way to say thank you. We made these for you, and you watch as 5 little bags are handed to you.
Tiny thing.
you feel a few different hands reach out and, pet your tail, pet the back of your head, run a hand down your back.
You guys gotta stop.
We really appreciate what you've done for us. It is hard for us to really explain
Such a good boy.
how happy we are. But we think that it was right and proper that we actually give you the praise that you deserve. These are gifts from us, as was suggested.
I know this is super weird, but can you go back to the other part of the party for a little bit? I have to use that.
I'll be back.
Sorry, I didn't want to say it too bad, but I actually have to.
Whatever. You gotta go, dude.
He got excited.
Sorry! It was near!
Let's breathe. Oh yeah.
So we better get the drunk before Urine comes back.
Otherwise, you're gonna get the beat.
Do we want to stay and watch?
Oh gosh,
Do we
no.
want to keep going or do we want to watch?
Well, we don't know how long it would have been that you came back through.
We're just gonna be at the
'Cause
bar.
he's probably
Oh,
a
he'll
good
he'll let us know when he gets to us.
Can I become a priestess of urine?
Oh god.
I want to mess with this so freaking bad.
So, you guys
Let's have dinner first.
have made your way into town.
Yep.
And when you get into town, what is it that you would like to do?
I want to go up to the bar in the Boar's Head and see who's behind the counter at the moment.
Tiny.
Tiny.
Is this? Hey, Tiny, do you think I could use the kitchen real quick? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna make you a batch of urine treats.
Well, we have to make them special because they're from us. Make them chicken flavored.
Ew.
Corona
No, I'm gonna put some honey and maple syrup in them.
But savory oatmeal is so good.
But you're making
You don't
a
put
treat.
chicken flavored oatmeal.
Yes, you do. You chop up chicken and mushrooms and onions and you fry it all up and you mix it into your oatmeal with some cheese.
Not putting sweet stuff into the oatmeal.
Okay, thank you. I thought you meant just do what they had been doing and add chicken.
No!
No.
Okay.
Make savory version!
Yeah, make sense.
You're the one who changes light bulbs with a screwdriver. I'm not judging.
It's hard.
Taya,
A little bit.
how are you going to make it stick together into an actual treat?
Cheese.
Then
Okay,
you
I'm
should
gonna
work
do
on
the
that.
I'm gonna do the maple kind. The maple kind.
Yeah.
I want to make the maple kind urine treats.
Maple kind?
Sticky maple syrup.
Do I need to roll performance or can I
Do
see
not
how
say
well they turn out?
Roll a performance.
No. My brain goes right.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, you do just fine.
Does Mirren want chicken? Is a good boy?
That's new.
Who's a good Oh, you're such a good
I wish Poison Ivy Pika was seeing this.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so.
I was not expecting that to happen. That's awesome.
To be fair.
Okay, then yeah, we'll eat some dinner and wait. So I feel like maybe we should spend some time bonding. I
Okay.
don't really know you all that well, and we met under dire circumstances.
I am a cuttlefish, cuttlefish.
It looks like
These are our friends. And we let them in our house near our children.
You invite us over. You don't just let us in. You
They're
invite
like
us over.
vampires. We invited them in and they won't go away.
Garlic.
I like garlic, so that doesn't matter.
Alright, so
Yes, no,
she goes back into the kitchen and she decides to start making urine treats. What are the three
I
of
don't
you
know
up
how to
to?
bake.
Or are you guys going to go back and help her with this?
I'm not helping her with this.
I know,
I want nothing
I know
to do with
Karana
this.
just said she's going to.
I would burn a salad.
But you can help cut up the chicken.
This is D&D,
That's
not real life.
Corona would burn a salad.
Okay,
say Taya can actually cook.
I can cook.
You can
Corona
cook,
can't. She can hunt.
alright,
You
so
can cut up
Karana
the
does
meat.
not go help cook because she can burn boiling
You can-
water.
You can cut up the meat.
True.
You can help with the mise en place.
So she,
I like the idea that Ilfikir had suggested that we take the time to actually get to know each other.
Okay.
Agreed.
She's in the kitchen right now, though. So are we
But-
just gonna hang
This
out?
won't
I
take
can
long.
I can fast forward through the cooking. I just wanted to see if anybody else was helping.
No.
No.
So she
Want
gets
nothing
done.
to do with this trainer.
She gets done making the treats. And what are you guys going to do to get to know each other?
Why don't we do? Isn't there a? What's the best? Oh,
It's
Would
called
you
a
like to
drinking.
make
It's
a
called a
finish
drinking
question
game. It's
then?
never have I ever.
oh, how do you do that? The only
But
time
Mary
I've
said to
we've had-
wait.
We've had study groups and read books together and talked about the content.
Let me put it to you this way. I'm gonna line up a couple of shot glasses.
Tiny, hit me.
Hit me
I
with
say
that
something.
shot.
Right.
Hit me with your back.
Okay,
no,
Corona,
it's backing me
finish.
up. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're right. I say something,
I'm so sorry.
and if anyone has
Why?
done it,
You'll find out.
they have to take a drink.
Okay, but Mirren asked us to wait for him.
We'll do it when he gets here.
Well, I'm kind of nervous. Can we just do a little bit? I've heard alcohol makes you relax.
Not till Mirren gets here, just based on the fact that he needs to see this too.
See what?
You get drunk.
Alright.
Do I have to get the drunk?
You asked to be
You
the
asked
drunk.
to.
He has to get the drunk. So
Well,
he has to have to.
I've never been the drunk.
Which is why you're gonna wait till Mirren gets here.
Okay, so
You'll
you
find
ladies-
out.
You ladies are having this conversation about
God.
what to do. Miriam,
Your little great interest.
you have people.
Yeah, I'm gonna like
I like it.
white hitting me.
We were
I know I
We
see
were-
you. It's just not my choice.
we were suggested to give you praise for your accomplishments as you have become quite powerful.
Well, you're right, but
And to give you an offering as thanks for what you've done for us.
it's really nice of you. I appreciate it. I'm kind of a meat guy, but I'll eat oats.
Oh. Well, maybe we can do something a little different.
Okay.
I mean, we can probably make these like out of spiced meats.
Oh, that might be.
Mirren jerky.
Yeah.
It's
We
bad.
will,
The maple guy. Yeah. Bacon wrapped Mirren treats. Next Loromir, we're making bacon bones.
This has devolved so badly.
and with that, do
Do
you
this.
do you want?
I'll take. Yeah.
Wonderful. So you now have 5 pouches. Inside each of those 5 pouches is roll me a d8.
You're gonna share those, right?
8.
They actually sound
Oh,
really good.
great! You have 40.
I'm just like holy.
Can they each restore like 1
They're not-
HP?
They're not that heavy.
Well, I know, but
Because they're only about that big.
Still
being
a lot.
40, I'm like.
Yep.
Maybe they can give 1d4 of like bardic inspiration.
Or you
I
can
will. I will say that
Figure out they
each
do.
each one of those is going to be the equivalent of a ration.
Nice.
Each one of those bags is the equivalent
Oh,
of a ration.
okay.
They were made with love.
So I'm
It's
gonna.
such a-
And sticky
I'll-
children fingers.
I'll take my
Yes,
back.
this is the most D&D diversion possible.
Right?
Why did Krabby say that?
Oh, you'll find out. It's okay.
I'm so scared.
You probably should be. I said I'm sorry.
Take my bag of holding and I put the.
Yep.
Did they say Mirren's treats on the bag?
To go. It just has to go.
For the paw print?
Thanks. I don't know what to say.
You're more than welcome, and come back anytime. We much appreciate.
To tell
Having
Mom,
you
yeah.
around. Oh no, to here. I know you spend much time in the town proper, but we down here in the farmers' field, I mean, we would love to show you our appreciation.
I was
just
gonna
as much
say,
as that,
you guys haven't seen me since this happened.
which is just another display of your growing prowess.
Well, I guess you're right.
Oh my god.
Do they all like?
Some of the ladies reach up and they do one of these numbers.
And I'll do the the whole backwards like
Oh god.
show the tail.
One
for
of
a
the
second.
ladies.
And that one's a dwarf.
Bum bum bum.
I just love the little kid. Those
You're
energetic,
gonna
like,
So yeah.
I really appreciate this, but I have an appointment back in town.
Oh, we're sorry. Yes, we'll let you on your way. And they kind of all back away, but they do it in such a way that they stay, making sure they're facing you, and all of them are kind of lowering their head just a little bit as they back away.
I'm flattered. I didn't think I had that kind of
Effect on you?
well, a lot of people run away from me, so.
They don't know you well enough yet.
Oh, that's very nice. Well, I'll be back. And
we'll make sure to let people know how good of a person you are.
I'll give a weird wave with the half.
Yep.
So the.
And you see a few of the kids trying to mimic it.
That's gross.
Okay, so I'm not sure what to think, and I'm walking back towards the town.
And
I'm
as
like,
you start walking back towards town, all of a sudden you hear
whose name was that?
hoofbeats coming up from behind you.
I'm just like, oh, what now?
And one of the younger farmhands is riding up on you. I can give you a ride into town, Mr. Mirren, if you need one. It'll be quicker than walking. And
I was gonna say, how much weight does your horse support?
oh, this is a good horse. We can both ride just fine.
Okay, not sure. I'll share
Hop
a
on the
horse.
horse goes.
Yeah.
Is that
Actual
good?
hoofbeats.
It's Murin.
And yes, that will definitely shorten your travel time.
Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Anything to help you out. It's such a wonder to have you in town.
All I did was defeat. I shouldn't say beat a horse. Defeat a horse in a race.
Oh, we've heard many more stories than that, but that was just the
Wait.
first of many accomplishments. That
Hold on. How did you get more stories? Wait a sec.
Elfikir Vistra, priestesses of Murin.
the lady friends that you have around you, they told us of your exploits.
As soon as the guys, I'm just like,
There was this ballad that was sung of your exploits, and I mean, an entire clan of orcs that are now under your command.
oh, that's right.
Defeating a person that could make shadows appear out of nowhere, and becoming the leader of that clan, even against a mighty foe that could do that. You are powerful beyond all belief.
You're not incorrect.
It is such a good thing to know that we have a savior such as yourself in our own town.
And I'll just, well, shucks.
And suddenly he's no longer angry. Just stroke the ego.
Murin,
Pander to the
what are you
emotions.
getting back here? We want a drink.
Well,
You are just outside Talmon proper.
yeah, it'll be a minute or two, but I have to talk to Vistra.
It's just like, and disconnect.
And Elfikir's like, wow, I guess this is all on you.
Solar flare.
Sorry, you're playing my green, I can't hear you.
And there's that
Take it
slight
from here.
offbeat in my word. I have to talk to Vistra. I've heard a thing or two.
And, just a couple minutes pass, the young boy pulls up to a stop in front of the boar's head. Here you are, Mr. Mirren. You have a wonderful night, and, if you ever need help when you're down in the farmland, just find me. I'll do anything I can to help you.
Thanks, but what's your name?
I'm Jonathan.
Okay. Thanks, John boy.
Oh.
Good night, Billy Bob.
Not John
I'm
boy.
gonna be like just watching the door and have the tray of Murin treats like.
And the door... How does the door open?
It's gonna be. If you're looking at me, I'm looking in the room immediately for somebody.
Murin, look, I made you these. You can bless me. I'm your first priestess.
The three of us sitting at the bar, trying not to laugh.
In the corner, just like.
That's her in the
And
corner.
the door just.
different kind of powerful.
That's me in the corner.
That's your
That's me in the
spotlight.
spotlight. Losing my.
Becoming your inner religion.
And I'm gonna just big grin and I made these for you.
And I look at your hand. Does it look like what I have in my bags?
Yeah. I was thinking.
There's chicken and cheese this time.
Yeah.
Alright,
You actually do smell. You smell.
I'll try it. It's chicken.
I mean, there's an 18 on the performance, so.
I sniff. Chicken. Not rotten, not poison, not trick.
Cheese.
Okay. I turn away from.
They taste pretty good.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
They're not the bland. They're not the bland
Oat and-
treats
yeah.
that you got.
We
earlier.
we're told. I was told we should eat before we get the drunk.
Oh, that's right. How much have you eaten? Because you want something like bread.
Well, we had some of the oatmeal ones too.
Okay. So what caused this whole thing? Why do
Well,
the farmers
this straw-
revere
This
you?
straw.
Well, they said
That's her.
she doesn't sing the myriad
No,
myriad ballad.
She started it.
I did absolutely nothing. I
She
don't know what you were
She
talking
started it
about.
with the treats and the pats, but she played the
The
song.
okay, I believe you. The past. That was weird,
the
by the
good
way.
Mirren
The treats.
petting the treats, that was all her, and then she played the Ballad of Mirren.
But then I had a thought. What if people really did started following you? Imagine how popular our guild could be with the information we could get. And we're already being called Mirren's pack, and since I can't fight this bandwagon, let's roll with it.
She's got a very valid point.
I could be your first priestess.
Oh my god. This is his head.
You know what? Yes.
Oh yeah, this big brain time.
More like
responsible
ego.
for keeping me safe.
Okay, I did the same for the person before you until she died.
Oh yeah, that's gonna instill confidence in her.
Wait, take.
I
I don't have nothing.
But let me quantify that statement. It
Well,
was
there was a time you pushed her through that portal of death.
Wait, what?
And she lost an arm.
I'm
well,
sorry?
she lost her arm. I lost my life.
It
So
grew back!
yeah, so did my life.
I was fine.
I
But
didn't touch it, so.
I have no
I can tell it felt like she refused. So it wasn't my fault.
Ooh, you know it's.
You know. Well,
My
I
birthday was never his birthday.
am from a noble family and I've spent a lot of time in politics. I maybe could help you ascend the ranks. I thought we were supposed to be talking of these guild challenges as well.
Sure.
Would that be a good way to bond?
Yes,
You
actually.
said loudly into the bar.
So,
Oh
real
god,
quick,
she's
I'm going
Starfire when they first meet her.
I'm going to interject here because this is actually something that, again, this is not canon. It's not something that's put into D&D
Can you get
itself.
the joke, please?
So those of you who are interested in this thought process of creating a deity out of a player character, I have 3 things that have to happen to start deityhood in motion.
There's a couple of concerns, like what will Millar think?
Pilar's like, are you
the
kidding
first
me?
one, the first thing that you have to do is to create a dogma, ethos, or some sort of method of worship.
Okay.
The second,
We'll start with dogma.
Downward dog.
the second is to perform at least 3 miracles.
What's considered a miracle?
Plow horses.
Coming back from the dead.
And,
There's one.
Yeah.
and last but not least, no less than 5,000 followers.
Well,
We got 5.
it's
probably got
close
more
like
than 5.
20.
So, like, are we really gonna do this? Is this a thing? Are we gonna make Mirren a demigod?
Let's do it.
I say yes.
Why not? I mean,
Why not?
we already have a form of worship. People donating the oat treats.
And we could make different recipes for them.
Exactly. And we
Eric's gonna kill us. Or he'll just laugh
I'm not
at
worried
you.
about Eric. I'm worried about
Millar.
Millar.
Millar's gonna be like, really?
I think Eric might be impressed.
But actually actually, Ilfakir.
Yes.
A guild challenge is actually a very good way of
I like it.
bonding or getting to know each other's strengths better.
I like this idea.
That's his counter.
And he agrees to it otherwise?
Yep.
Okay.
I
like that.
Yeah. I was doing a lot of thinking about Ilfakir when I was laying there. And I started to formulate this plan that I'll talk to Thaco about later.
Unless it's something that you want to bring in front of the rest of it now.
Well, here was my other thought. When we find Ari, he's a dragon. There's not many dragons. I imagine sooner or later he'll need to procreate. Because I'm a dragon blood sorcerer, I was going to volunteer to do this.
Oh, I mean, your way, but I'm just like,
Oh my!
Well, I've never done anything like that before. I figured,
suppose
why
that
not
answers
with the
the-
dragon?
I suppose that answers
But
the
you
question
should
of
roll
if he's your daddy or
Constitution
not.
you know what helps with that? Let's get the drunk.
Yes, let's get the drunk.
We need to be like drunk.
This
I
is
need
for
to be
this
the drunk, or does
conversation.
Ari
Yes.
need to be the drunk?
Both.
We're killing Joe.
Let's get the ancient gold dragon who may or may not be your daddy.
He's not.
He's not.
I know.
But he
You're
could.
bronze, right?
Well, I was supposed to be the same color as Ari, and when I made her, we mistakenly said bronze, so technically she's gold, because the entire purpose was for her to be the same color as Ari. Well, but I figure if we could find Ari, well, maybe we could get Mir into demigod status, and then he could have a demigod child.
We now have a mirroring subscription.
Yeah.
And she's being, like, absolutely dead serious.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I mean,
I need
you
to be
have
a lot
to admit
drunk.
that being with a dragon would be a pretty once in a lifetime
I need to be
experience
very
here.
much the
Well,
drunk for this
I'm
conversation.
thinking because I have dragon blood already in my lineage, I would have a better chance of supporting his progeny than most.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
What?
No, finish that sentence.
Finish that sentence.
No.
Say out of
And
character.
I
No.
lean over to whoever's tending right now and I get a
Tiny.
mug.
Tiny.
Yep. A mug of
He just looks at you.
good stuff.
Face nothing.
I've never been the drunk Tiny. They're gonna show me.
And I sit down.
You say that to Tiny, and he just kind of goes, reaches behind him, and
Oh God!
as he reaches
Top
behind him,
shelf.
he stops, looks at all of you, and he grabs from all the way up on the top shelf this silver bottle,
Oh.
sets it
I'm
down.
watching.
Sets it down in front of all of you, and for the first time ever, you see Tiny look just a little bit nervous.
Did he give me a mug of good stuff though? This, yes, but one for the lady here first. We can graduate to that, but she needs
And
something right now.
he reaches behind him and
Okay.
grabs something from right behind him
Okay.
and sets it down in front of you.
I had
Finish that story.
I had half a glass of mead once in a celebration.
Finish that thing you were about to say.
How'd you feel?
I wouldn't mind having some dragon in
A
me.
little giggly.
Never mind. I take the drink and I start drinking.
I wouldn't mind
What's
having
in here?
some
You
dragon
wouldn't
in
even go
me.
into the House of Silk with us.
I was
What's the House of Silk?
I was different then.
We will go, if we go through Whitebridge, we will take you.
Tiny, have you ever been to the House of Silk? Is that a yes or a no?
That's a tiny.
That's a tiny answer.
All right, let's break out that silver bottle. I start drinking the drink I got for her since she said something stupid. I'm just kidding.
Ow!
Joke.
Can I still
It's a
charge
joke,
her?
I
I'm like at
promise.
4%.
Please.
Alright, so how do we get the drunk?
Well, start with this. Sip.
That doesn't taste like it's scary or anything.
Give it about 3.
Oh no!
You are not quite that absent-minded.
I thought it was supposed to taste like alcohol, and this doesn't.
The good stuff doesn't taste like alcohol.
It has a bit of a bite to it after you take the drink,
Whew.
but it does not taste like alcohol.
Oh god. Pineapple Coke.
Or
Or
one of my
either
favorites, cream soda and amaretto.
Oh, yes. Tabbies.
The
Yeah,
alcohol
those are
does not
dangerous.
taste like alcohol. It tastes like more.
Exactly.
So, you said,
Oh, one of those.
Karana, you were talking about a game to get to know each other?
Yes.
What's
Never have I ever.
Starting to
Oh,
get
God.
her personalities. I'm trying.
Have fun.
How do you never have I ever what?
Take a little shot glass and pour, and give
and
one
Tiny,
to everybody.
Tiny, as soon as he hears you say "never have I ever," you watch as he just slowly walks to the back of the house.
Let's see. Never have I ever put a were-rat in my mouth.
And so we drink if we have or if we haven't?
Have.
What?
I have one. Never have I ever used a suppository on a were-rat. Which was in said original.
Never have I ever had such strange friends.
All of us drink.
Never have I ever.
We need to actually do this at some point.
Right.
We do.
Sure.
I'm enjoying it this way. This is a lot of fun too.
Never have I ever glown like a nightlight.
When have you glown?
When did you pull up in
Well, when I was back in Walwyn, we were playing hide and go seek, and one of my siblings cheated and cast fairy fire on me.
Oh, yeah, no, I had, that was Gaz's mom, wasn't it? Yeah, I climbed a tree to get away from some wolves, and he cast a spell on me. It made me glow like a nightlight.
Oh.
Yeah, it was not fun. I could not get down from that tree.
Never have I ever been kidnapped in a city.
Do like the take a drink and elbow her really hard in the ribs.
Never have I ever gotten bored reading a good book. Or any book on the theory of magic, really.
Never have I ever had a boyfriend banished to a different realm.
Never have I ever had a boyfriend.
Well, actually, no, technically, Mister's never had an actual boyfriend.
Oh, never have I ever sent a moonbeam through a parapet and killed many guards.
That wasn't me, actually.
That was you, actually. Technically.
Technically, that was your moonbeam.
Does Mister have to drink 3 points?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, wait, I'm getting the hang of this. Never have I ever been to the House of Silk.
Oh, you brat.
I don't.
You have technically been to the House of Silk.
You have not been inside.
What did you mean? Specify.
I've never been there.
Huh.
Never have I never seen the true purpose of the House of Silk.
It's obvious what that is.
You and I are looking
No,
at each other
actually,
like,
it's not. What is it?
and I'm gonna whisper in your ear what it is.
For no good reason?
For those of you who were not present during the House of Silk moment, which we weren't streaming at the time.
Yeah, that was before stream.
The House of Silk is
Hey, companionship.
an establishment where you can have company for the evening at the right price.
Like a Littlefinger business.
Yes.
Wait. Just for
For
fun?
enjoyment.
It's fun?
Yes.
Wait, what do you mean it's fun?
And never have I ever.
Well,
I
Not yet.
Oriana.
That's Oriana.
Oh, not yet.
Never have I ever plane shifted. Or
Yeah,
been
does
put
that
into a
count?
different plane.
I walked through that portal.
She drinks too.
We spend half the year in the
Oh
Feywild.
boy, she's a hiccuper.
Oh, this will be fun.
Oh yeah.
I'm starting to see why they worship you.
Never have I ever played a dulcimer.
And rocked it.
You did rock it.
Never have I ever mooned an elf.
Never have I ever. Why did you moon an elf?
Well, they were a moon elf. I was a small child and I misunderstood the term. And my brother told me it was one thing when it was really another.
Never have I ever created an orc mosh pit. Or had a ballad created about me.
Come on.
Never have I ever. Never have I ever been in a guild challenge. How drunk are we at this point?
Right.
Oh, right now I'm just having fun listening.
This is
I gotta see what you guys
it's
say.
actually a lot of
So
fun
hungover.
doing it with our
I won't.
characters versus us.
We should, but like next time we should actually have like a really, really
Mild.
mild wine on the table.
There
Never
are.
have I
there
ever
are
paid
drinking
for
rules on
questionable
Twitch.
actions from races considered lowly.
Then how did the show
None of you guys have done
because
that.
they were
Yeah.
host.
Never have
Well,
I.
she might have.
Wait, what?
The suggestion in chat.
Paid for aqua.
Nyla would have had a drink.
Many times over.
Chat, if you have any more of those after
Feel
watching our
free.
streams, feel free to put
Yeah.
them out
Feel
there.
free.
We
Never
don't like them.
have I ever.
Put my whole foot in the
I never thought I'd have a D&D game playing this game inside it.
Is that a real one? Put your foot. Oh. I'm just waiting for that to blow up
Oh,
with suggestions.
can I have somebody grab me a couple ibuprofen?
Yeah.
From the cupboard.
You doing okay?
I'm starting to feel my leg again. Never have I ever set an orphanage on fire during a dragon raid.
Not me.
Nope, nobody in this group has.
Never have I ever been the drunk.
Joe.
No, you're there, dear.
I don't think so. I
Never
feel
have I
very-
ever came back from the dead.
Nobody
that's a
said
good
that.
one.
Did you say that?
It just came up in chat.
He came up in chat.
Never have I ever been mistaken for a puppy dog.
Well, I'm not drinking to that one.
Never have I ever read over 500 books.
You said red.
You've read.
Alright. So as you guys continue playing this game, a few hours pass. You
Oh,
guys
jeez.
are having a ton of fun reveling in these games.
Never have I ever received offerings from disciples. Maren drinks.
No, nobody drank to that one. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, Ilfikir did.
Yeah, Ilfikir did bounce.
She's gotten information from some pretty seedy characters in the Feywild.
Alright. So yes, you guys spend the evening
Never have I ever cast fire.
you guys spend a few hours doing that. And then Mirren, being adventurous as he is, breaks open the silver bottle.
Oh God.
Oh, no.
Eric's gonna kill us.
And
I'm giving a good old wolf sniff.
As you give it the wolf sniff, it is an extremely flowery smell that comes out of it. And by
Let me
flowery, I'm talking like that
Edelweiss.
really strong lavender shampoo flowery smell.
Ooh.
But it's not a lavender that comes out of it. It's just that kind of potent flowery smell.
That's not ale. Alright, did he give us something to drink out of, or do we just...
The glasses in front of
We
you
got
and the
shot
shots in front of you.
Okay. I have a little bit of for all six.
Yeah, a little
Or
bit,
5.
just because we don't know.
We're gonna regret
Now, when you
this in
say
the
little
morning.
bit, these are single shots. Are you doing half a shot or a full shot?
Full singles.
You're doing okay.
Tamirin's packing wolf treats.
Tamirin's back.
And now I need a Constitution save from everybody.
And I get advantage because I'm dwarf.
No. You
No.
don't.
Oh shit!
No.
Because you've been drinking prior to this.
Oh
Witness.
no. But technically, because
Yep.
I mean,
definitely
poison
poison
resistance.
He's not treating you like poison. You're
Okay, I'm so
you're
okay.
Do we
doomed.
still have that no gnat running around?
Yes.
Yes, we do. Thank God I'm using it.
Didn't you roll the same thing?
No.
Just
Well,
let
she
me
got
know.
a 300% increase.
Right. So, starting with Nirin, what was your Constitution save?
I have good con.
27.
27. Okay. Vistra,
Dirty 20.
dirty 20. Karana,
Natural 20.
nat 20. And Naivara,
What is that? Your total? You have
Yeah.
0 con?
I have a 0 to my con.
12.
and Ilfikir.
9 like sources.
You have +6 on your con.
Yeah, my
Oh.
con save is +6.
Damn.
Sorcerer.
Alright, so you guys all
My con save
hit
is 8, so.
You guys all hit this, and because you've just spent a few hours drinking and shooting playing this game, you guys are already pretty well buzzed. And then you all hit this, and it takes about a half an hour, and each and every one of you are like, oh, it's time to go to bed.
The most accurate description I have for being near blackout drunk is when you move your head and then your eyes
And then the world follows.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no,
that's pretty much where you guys are. After hitting, I mean, and you only had the one shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt.
But yeah, you turn your head and then
That was
all
my
of a
worst
sudden the
drunk
world
ever.
follows
Like,
with
just
it. So, I'm assuming you are all going to head to bed.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you're
Yeah.
at this
If we
point?
can find it.
I'm gonna melt into
Are we
bed.
gonna say? Are we gonna need to roll
No, you
athletics
guys
or-
have been. You guys have been here long enough. You can make your way to your rooms.
Eric's
Might
gonna,
run into the wall a couple times.
Eric's gonna kill us.
And
Just
you guys
drop
make
me
your
off
way.
in front of my own door.
I'll pick you up.
Oh god.
Roll me,
I'm
roll me another Constitution save, Ilfikir.
Oh no!
You're gonna barf on me, aren't you? Oh god.
What did you roll?
I pick her up gently.
On the
It's
die.
not the gentle.
Okay.
It's not the
8.
gentle I'm worried about. You got an 8?
Yeah.
You managed to get her to her door. Fortunately, it's only a couple down. But as you go to put her down, the lifting and the setting is enough to set her off, and you watch as she just turns green.
I step. Oh good, we lost another one to the gray.
No, we
No,
lost
this is
it to
the
the
green.
green.
Oh, you said green. Okay. I said
She
green.
turns green, and
I step out of the way. You want a deck save or what? But
you step out of the
Okay.
way, and it's literally just in time.
Can I try and scramble for like the basin?
Let me.
Sorry.
And as you scramble back, she leans forward and the door slides open, and she just does one of those, and disappears.
like a tail on Island Iced Tea.
Yeah.
And
I'm good. No, you're not. No, I'm not.
No, you hear that noise. You hear that noise, and you know what's coming, and you're like,
I'm going.
click.
You hear a cat at 2 a.m.
The rest of you manage to get to bed.
And I'll kind of yell out, "Tiny, somebody take care of her."
You guys make your way to bed.
I'm praying to Murin for it to stop.
Tiny, this is your fault.
And night goes on. You guys wake in the morning.
I said near Vap Night. And that's when I knew I was going bad.
And each of you wakes up in different states of hangover.
Oh, DM question. Do I still have that music in the back of my mind?
Yes.
Has it gotten any louder? Sorry.
Each of you wakes up with different.
Question.
Each of you wakes up with varying states of hungover. Of course, Mirren and Vistra are doing better than everybody else due to their constitution and dwarven nature.
Oh, my dwarven nature.
Ilfikir,
Yeah?
you don't want to move.
Yeah.
It hurts,
Mending on
To
my
be
internal
alive.
organs?
and the music is like somebody's in your head dancing on your brain,
Oh God.
wearing those spiked boots that they use to climb telephone poles.
Oh, what's
Been
a
there, done
telephone
that.
pole? Yes, sir.
Have actually done that.
Uh-huh.
That's why he married me. Some woman's like that.
You two are rough.
Okay, Bono.
And you definitely want water. And for
Well, yeah.
Who gave them peanut butter?
and that's how you know the drinkers. Because they understand.
I have the case of the Zackleys.
The what?
I have to.
Zackleys, your mouth tastes exactly like the asshole.
Not quite the same.
And I was gonna say, you know that how?
I always refer to it as I need to shave my tongue.
Why am I not surprised?
What?
I've always referred to it as I need to shave my tongue.
Well, that phrase, my
I-
dad told me
That,
that
yeah,
phrase.
I've
So
heard
I'm
your
sure
dad
that's
say
not
that once or
sentence.
twice.
No one surprised me if you'd
But
cat box.
you are also Ilfakir fairly certain that the music is about the same as it was the day before.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Please stop.
I'm going to bring her some tea,
Mm.
like hangover tea.
I don't want to get out of bed for stress.
Just open your mouth and swallow.
Drink this.
I never want to be the drunk again.
They always say that.
Just drink
Yep.
this.
I drink it.
Roll me a d20
A D20.
and add your medicinal skill to it.
Whoops.
Would you like the druid to come and help you?
Can I give myself bardic inspiration?
No.
You give her bardic inspiration.
8.
The liquid helps,
Tastes like dirty socks.
but
Nice cup of tea.
it tastes good.
Cup.
It tastes good, but it's really not doing anything for you.
Thank you.
You can tell she's not feeling much better, and you've given it a little while.
I think I just want.
I'll drag myself out
I'll-
of bed and go
I'll-
make a nice big pot of hangover cure.
I'll get
A
her.
big pot of hangover.
I'll get her some toast.
She already has a big
Okay.
pot of hangover.
Oh.
Roll one of them their medicinals.
I didn't do much better, actually.
Yeah, Miss Druid, who's gonna help me.
I
No,
get advantage because I know nature.
no.
Don't you have apothecary skills?
Mm-hmm.
She's not an alchemist or an herbalist.
That'd be a 12.
It's better than what she did, and it's higher than what I wanted you to get.
Oh.
So, you are capable of crafting a hangover
Creating.
cure.
Crafting.
The drunk knows how to do this.
However, it's not the best concoction you've come up with in the past.
Mm-hmm.
It's enough, but it pretty much just makes it so you can suffer the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a dwarf. I don't really get hungover, so.
Right.
I'll go and see if she's even alive at this
She's-
point.
She is in so much disrepair right now.
And I'm fine and dandy.
You
I'm
got that small pulse in the back of your head, like you know you're drunk good.
I'm gonna walk towards the room like this.
I'll
Put
pop
the hood up, just
I'll
be
pop
like,
an ibuprofen and keep going.
Yeah, right.
Hurts.
Start
My
sucking on some
heart's-
birch
Oh.
bark.
Mm-hmm.
When I taste what she made, can I tell her like how to help with that? Because I do have the
Oh,
I'm
it's
trained for alcohol.
it's not so much that she did it wrong,
As I was hungover doing it.
as it's just not as good a batch as she's made in the past.
Okay.
Too much lime peel.
Right.
Right.
So you guys have now woke up in the morning.
Wake up in the morning
feeling like P.
Diddy. I
And
hate the way she sings
Done.
that
I
song.
hit this.
I
city.
hate that nasally. Sorry.
you guys wake in the morning, your spells, your abilities, etc. are back.
Yeah, I got my spells back.
It
Oh
is
yeah,
now
we
the,
didn't heal from that fight, did we?
It is now the 2nd of Jesson,
Keep guessing.
and
But
There is
Well, I can get my
a
10 hit points
large box
Ooh.
sitting down in the common room with a
What's in the
familiar,
box?
with a very familiar looking emblem on it. It looks like your city's emblem.
back. Oh, your city.
And Corona didn't even ask. She just ran downstairs and opened the box.
Yep.
Called.
Excuse
That
you.
sounds like Taya.
That's
that sounds like a
that's-
Taya thing.
That's a federal offense.
That's a Taya thing. That's a
So
Taya
yeah,
offense.
the federal laws of.
Is your name on it?
No, your name's on it.
So she opens it up.
Again, this sounds like
So,
Taya.
what is in the box?
It is.
As you open it up, there is indeed a set of armor.
Sweet.
Oh,
And-
thanks.
It wouldn't fit you.
And it is
Oops.
and it is indeed made out of the hide of the creature that you had killed.
Sweet.
I still have some belay plates.
And as you put it on, it gives you a base AC of 14. Plus your dexterity modifier up to 2.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Yay! I'm slightly less squishy.
Plus her poncho.
Plus her poncho.
What are you at now?
Should be around
15.
16? 16 or 15?
Plus her
Because-
poncho.
Yes, my poncho gave me a 13.
No, your poncho gave you a +1.
Yeah, because my normal AC is 12, so plus the poncho is 13.
What's your dexterity modifier?
1.
14 plus 1
Oh.
It's 15.
plus 1.
Okay, that means I've been functioning on a 13 AC improperly
That would
for a
no,
while.
no, that is correct.
That was correct.
Oh.
Because leather armor.
Is 11 plus dex.
Okay.
And then a +1 from the poncho giving you 13. So now you're at 14 plus up to 2 dex plus your poncho. So it should put you at 16.
That's awesome.
You're hardier than I am.
Yay!
You're harder hit than I am. I just take more hits.
What class is of
Medium.
Medium.
Her dex is +1, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
14 plus 2.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, Joe.
Yay!
Without the poncho, you'll be at 15.
Mm-hmm.
And then without the armor itself, you should be at 11.
Correct.
Alright. There is nothing else in the package. And you have an envelope sitting on the desk.
Okay, I will open up said envelope.
As you open up said envelope, you see a list of 2 names. And then underneath it is just one sentence. Talk to them. Grayson.
Okay, what are the names? Oh, okay. I follow now. I will go search out the 2 names.
Awesome. As you do, you find yourself first in the presence of a man by the name of Turn.
His last name Ip.
Every now and then.
Thank you.
Okay, Turn.
Yep.
Turn back around.
Where's Turn?
Turn works as a hand at one of the mercantile shops, just moving linen and stuff around.
Okay,
But he was one of the names that Grayson had given you to talk to.
I will go
He's
search for him.
Yeah, you find him working at one of the mercantile shops. He's just moving merchandise around.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
I am searching for a couple of people who can assist me in making an item of disguise.
Hmm.
And I was given your
Disguise
name
assist.
to
Thank you.
seek out.
You the one that Grayson was talking about?
Yes.
You still giving 25 gold for it?
Yes.
Alright, I'm in.
Perfect.
That was easy.
When do I start?
I have not made the brooch yet, correct?
I didn't hear that you had.
I thought I had started on it, but I don't think I finished.
You had stated that you started on it, but we didn't.
Okay. With that being said, no, you haven't done any more work on it.
Okay. Would I be able to have it done by the next day?
You might be able to, yeah.
If I can get the item completed by tomorrow, then tomorrow.
Good. I need the money.
Very well.
That it?
Yeah,
All right.
that's it. Okay.
DM, do we get the benefit of a long rest?
Yeah.
Okay, just double checking. Because I thought one of the times we drank, we didn't. So I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find
This one,
the other one.
Yeah.
The other one is. The other one goes by the name of Clay.
Clay.
Clayton.
And he works as one of the guards slash security slash. Basically, he works under Grayson, walking around town, making sure things are good.
Mm-hmm.
And a little bit of questioning, you find out he's working on the southern side of town, in between the farm fields and Talmont proper.
Okay.
As you start walking toward where the barracks are down there, you see a man sitting in a chair.
Excuse.
Hoi, Vistra!
Hi.
Hi!
Hi.
Grayson said you needed some help.
Yes.
Awesome, come here.
Okay.
He doesn't even get up, he's just sitting there. What is it you need help with?
I'm looking for people who can cast disguise self.
Oh, well, I've had reason to use it a couple of times. What do you need it for?
Well, you know of my friend Karana.
Oh yeah, everybody does.
We have not seen anybody else of her kind in our travels.
Yeah.
And it's brought about some...
Mischief.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are wanting to make her something that can help her not draw so much attention.
You're just doing it to hide what she looks like.
Yeah.
Any other reasons?
Not really.
Oh.
It's cool.
I can get behind that, okay.
Okay.
How much does it pay?
I was offering 25 gold.
Well, that's way too much. I'll do it for 10.
Oh, okay.
Grayson takes care of us. 25 gold, that's a lot. I don't want to take too much money out of your hands.
She's a princess!
Shut up, you're not there. Well,
What was that?
You're in hell.
I should have the item finished by tomorrow if you would like to stop by the Boar's Head.
Okay.
Alright, thank you.
Hey, not a problem. Anything to help you guys out. You've done a lot for us here. Especially that Mirren guy. I'm almost done making treats for him. Do you know if he likes a certain flavor?
He likes meat.
Okay. I think I can work with that. Maybe
Okay.
some pork.
Oh god.
Okay.
Bird
Thank you.
Flavor, chicken flavor.
And Ilfikir,
Yes.
are you going to do anything about your creation?
Yes, I left. I just marked one off if I can cast haste on it.
Okay.
So that makes 3 days
Yep.
out of.
Did you mark down the fact that you're down 2,500 gold?
Yes.
Okay. Now is that from your personal stash or from the guild stash?
That's personal.
Okay.
Dang.
You're loading, girl.
Well, not anymore. I'm literally broke. I have
I only have 2 platinum.
no, I have 30 gold literally left to my name outside of the group stuff.
All right. And with that, you guys are making your way around
Or no,
town.
I'm sorry, 500 of that had to come from guild stores. Because I only had 2 grand.
Does
That's
anybody
why
have
this-
Does anybody have a register of how much gold is going around from the guild stash?
Didn't hear it?
Otherwise, I can secretary it. But I thought this.
Somebody should
Secretary.
I did not.
Hint, somebody should probably take care of that.
I can take care of it. Do you want
Someone has to
someone
do it.
give me an update here and I'll.
Does anybody remember how much was there?
15,000, right?
Yeah.
There were 3 chests.
5,000, wasn't it?
3 chests of 11,000.
Oh,
Never mind.
and I'm using 1,000 for the Steel Standard, so.
Yep.
So mark that down. Mark the 500 you have.
I haven't taken any yet, so.
And I think I was taking. Because to create her item was how much gold again?
Oh shoot! Asking me these hard questions.
500.
It was 500.
That's what I thought.
Plus the item that you want to use,
Mm-hmm.
which you're crafting.
And I took 300 out for my coin purse.
Oh, then in that case, I want to, before the group kind of takes off for the day, I would like to speak with the group about how they feel about me taking some of our gold and possibly investing it, or talking to a banking house of some nature.
Okay.
I'd be fine with that.
That's part of the reason I'm starting when I'm starting, is to make money out of it.
So maybe, is there a money house in Telmond, or would we need to go to Whitebridge or Cald, or?
You guys are not familiar with
I mean, I know there's one in
anything
Baldwin,
like that.
but we're not in Baldwin anymore, Toto.
No Iron Bank.
Well, perhaps.
And the Iron Bank.
Because we had planned on using, when we are ready to leave Telmond, hadn't we planned on teleporting to Whitebridge and starting from there to go to the God's Cleft?
Perfect. I can visit a money lending house in Whitebridge. Can ask Tiny maybe?
Would you guys
Or-
like to reference the map to see what might make for a good route to the God's Cleft?
Yes. And I would also like to try and get a hold of Eric
Okay.
and ask him if he knows a reputable money house. Eric, are you around?
What?
We're talking about taking some of the guild funds and investing them. Do you know a reputable money lender or money house?
Me.
Maybe he hasn't noticed yet.
Okay, well, then I'd like to. Do you guys trust my judgment on this?
Sure.
Like to invest 4,000 of our guild funds.
It's already invested. That's why it's in those chests.
Do you know of another reputable?
There is no such thing as a reputable money house. They're all a bunch of grubs that want to steal everything and make money off of your hard-earned cash.
You've been so helpful.
Well,
Okay.
I want you to keep your money and not have somebody try and take it all from you.
Okay, well, thank you.
Most of them are no better than loan sharks.
What's a loan shark?
Good you don't know.
Loan shark.
I'm kidding.
Alright, so
Il Fakir
Loan
knows a
shark.
loan shark.
this is Whitebridge.
Loan shark.
Loan shark. It's like, I'm watching the map.
That's Whitebridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's God's Cleft.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look, there's an Omega sign here.
Why are you doing this?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
look,
it's
it's
the
called.
mansion.
No, that's not called. That's the North
I was-
Mansion.
Yep, I just have
Yeah, it's an
flashbacks.
We're in the wrong direction.
That was supposed to be funny. Never mind.
And so again, there's Whitebridge. There's Narthen. And there's God's Cleft.
It might not be better to go to Whitebridge.
We
There's
still
Talmond.
need to double check Garnet.
And there's a Cleft.
I think it would be much better.
There's Cult. And there's a Cleft. As you can see, the Cleft is huge.
Right. But
Well, technically, it's left from where we are.
So, looking again at Navarra's map, you catch that.
I think it would be faster
To
go to Whitebridge.
so do I. That map didn't change my mind, but I know Karana wanted
I just wanted to give you guys the information.
to go to. You said you wanted to check on a garnet. Is it a jewel crafter that you?
No, a child.
A jewel crafting child.
He doesn't craft jewels. His name is Garnet.
Oh. Odd name. Okay. And where is this Garnet fellow?
He is in Narthen.
So,
But then at that point, we might as well continue to the God Shelf.
Cleft.
Whichever.
The butt chin.
There's too many god things.
There's only 2.
The god's butt chin.
It's too many.
So, what if we went teleported to Whitebridge, did a guild challenge, invested some funds, went down to North, and then checked on this Garnet child, and then headed over to the Cleft?
You pass it on. You can look at it if you want, but
I saw it. I like it.
It's a woofy woof. With the twofers.
That seems very
oh, and this too.
roundabout to me. However, if there is a possibility that once we get to the God's Cleft that we'll be facing a dragon, that might actually not be a bad idea.
Right?
Well, is there a way for us to get there
Is
that
faster
your
magically,
trivia?
or could we get mounts? If we went by horseback,
Oh.
I have my pony.
Of course you do.
well, if we had mounts,
I haven't killed it yet.
no,
As
one
long as-
said yet.
As long as everybody can keep their mounts alive.
This one time.
Maybe we should get something a little sturdier than horses.
You
Like
have a
what?
Mirren.
Like what?
I probably can't transport 4 of them. I'm not that good.
Giant boars?
And where, pray tell, are we going to find giant boars that we can just magically start riding?
Well, you have to
We
go
do
up into
have
the
a
mountain-
druid.
We have to go up into the mountains, hunt down a dire boar pack,
Karana, can't you just summon us?
only
Four
for an
months?
hour a day.
What if we rode them into the guild challenge?
And then we have to steal the babies and raise them.
We're not doing this. So otherwise, let's just get some horses and go to Narthen by horseback and then on to the Cleft.
Okay.
I mean, what do you guys want to do? Those are 2 options.
I mean, we do have a few days that we still need to be in Talmon. Why don't we do a guild challenge here?
Against who?
There
Isn't
are
there
There's
the
another
guild.
Talmon
Black
guild.
not the Black Treads. Is it the Black Treads?
No.
Not the Black Treads. The
I want to see
Pri-
if you guys remember because I
The
told you
Lions.
guys.
Pride.
The
Honor
Lion-
of the Pride.
Yeah, the lion something or other.
Honor of the Pride.
Yes.
Let's go take that Pride's honor.
And then honors pride.
Let's
What
do
he
this.
said.
Let's do this.
least-
Hashtag Priestess of Miri.
At least it's not their virtue.
All right, hold on one second here.
No, that would be Emery's job.
I will
Wait.
issue the challenge.
That's what I'm going to give you guys a chance to issue the challenge. Think about that for just a moment as I pull something up here.
Also, Jill.
I know.
Okay.
That's why I'm doing what I'm doing now.
Okie doke. Jeez, gonna be so angry.
I like politics.
We need a whole hat tonight.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to
just
have to
heard
look
that.
elsewhere. Otherwise, okay, you guys approach
The hat's actually
the honor of the pride. And you see a large building. And this large building, immediately you notice that there are animals. Taxidermied animals out front. 2 very large Kodiak bears
I'm sad.
that flank the doors.
Cool. That's sarcasm.
Reanimate.
Yes!
I can't do that.
Not yet.
Actually,
I
And
can yell at them until they move.
emblazoned, they're flanking the door, they're not guarding the door. As you guys make your way closer, you notice that there is a lot of noise coming from within. And it sounds much like a fight
uh-oh.
within their guild.
within this building.
Oh god, the fairy tale.
I'm listening closer. With the
Where's Leon?
And you get as you listen in, you get the feeling that whatever it is, it's not anger, it's not bad. It's some very testosterone-laden frivolity.
Oh, this is my kind of place.
And as you're listening in on this, all of a sudden you see a large gold dragonborn tumble out the door.
Rootin' tootin' salutin'.
Step to the side.
And as he comes to a halt out the door, you notice on his chest is an emblem in pure silver that you recognize as the symbol of Bahamut. And he looks up at you.
Hello.
Greetings.
I'm Hakuden.
It's
Why are you here?
Who?
Huh?
Who's hot? Huh?
We're looking for a friend.
Why does
for
that make you
guild
so
challenge.
happy, Elfie?
I will explain.
We're looking to offer a friendly guild challenge.
And from inside you hear, Guild challenge? Yes! Oh, I can try out my new form!
And I'll step closer, yeah.
Hakuden pushes himself up.
Yeah.
And I'll do the
Come
whole
on inside, come on inside.
the kind of boast. I'll step forward with my my
No.
abdomen.
Not Zilf. It's
And as you step inside, you see three folks sitting at a table, and you see one set of broken chairs. There's a half-orc who has slung across his back a quiver and bow.
Oh, he chose the
There is a wood elf.
coward way.
There is a wood elf who is sitting there, and you notice something strange about him, as a lot of his complexion has a reptilian look to it, and then slowly starts to shift into a wood elf.
Cool. Neat.
And Hakuden, a gold dragonborn. And you have stepped foot inside the Honor of the Pride's Guild Hall. And from there, we'll pick up. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Fantastic having you here, and a blast getting raided and throwing a spoon-wielding goblin at you guys.
thanks everybody.
Yes,
You had a great
thank you.
night.
Yes, Kasuma.
I was hoping you'd
Yes,
see that,
Kasuma. There is a Hakuden,
Yes.
a Sylvester,
Yes.
and a Feng sitting in the Honor of the Pride's Guild Hall.
But no Zilf.
We will see you guys
Wait,
tomorrow for Dragon Heist.
from Proto.
Unfortunately, I will not be here. So hopefully Nilo doesn't die. Have a wonderful night, everybody. I'll catch you guys. We'll catch you guys. Sleep well.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
The next